So we don't have like a reflect healer and a dispel healer. Like we don't do that. Just make sure you have all the tools, because if shit hits the fan, then at least like if the so-called reflect tasked healer dies during, say, like Queen's Guard, at least we're not in a situation where we're like, oh well, we don't have another reflect here. Like if every healer and every pseudo healer needs to bring the full kit. So just make sure you guys do that. Uh, and then if you're in a one tank situation like in Charlie and or maybe Echo, a no tank situation, make sure you designate two individuals to run, or make sure you designate an appropriate number of individuals to run pseudo tank. So in Charlie, that would be one non-unique role DPS, and in Echo, you guys have that discussion amongst yourselves who's willing to run Stone Skin 2. Or you can be solo survivor and just YOLO it. I don't know if that's what you want to do. You talk out whatever you want to talk out in Echo.
That conversation did not terrify me at all.
That's fine. That's the magic of DR Savage. All right, so like for example in Charlie, it looks like someone switched to healer, so that's okay. It looks like any one of your DPS can be tasked as pseudo tank. So make sure that
nervous and I'm still
okay.
sick. So let's see if I can do
If the only tank, I'm not looking in your chat or anything, but like if the only tank is insisting on
the fifth
tanking
of Adventure Cast.
I still want DPS to be backup as a pseudo tank.
I'm like, wait, what do I
just for
say?
two reasons, right? And shit happens, right? Even if like, I'm just gonna call you by name here, but even if Vash is an expert and he's cleared multiple times and even hosted multiple times, like shit still happens, right? He might make a mistake. I might make a mistake as the host and call the wrong thing and get him killed. Right? Just stuff happens. So, like, I don't think Vash is actually telling you guys he's all the tank room responsibilities, but yeah, designate a pseudo tank because you're still gonna want that backup.
Hey, how's it going?
Yes. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was like,
for mitigation, because Vash can't handle it all by himself.
I got excited. I jumped the gun.
They shouldn't, rather.
I should not. No.
Yeah. I introduced myself. I was like, I didn't.
And oh yeah, the other reason I said there's two reasons. The other reason is that like I want people to practice doing pseudo tank and pseudo healer, because once you get that experience, like that opens up the kind of like your capability in DRS. So if you're being put out of your comfort zone, then just understand that everyone's out of their comfort zone here. DR Savage, like Boja content, but DRS in particular is pretty unique in this game. So we're all doing something slightly outside of what we would normally do whenever we come in here. So that's part of the appeal.
In terms of like hierarchy of writing, because like as much as I would love to say, oh, I'm the assistant lead on writing.
Yeah, but don't be into if you're like brand spanking new, don't be afraid to step up for something, because like you might just get tasked anyway. All right, 47 out of 40. I think it's.
What is your suggestion?
We're gonna get someone in Charlie. I feel it. That's gonna be a full rate. So let's start organizing now. All right, let's have so let's handle this right now. If anyone really wants to bring Banish, please identify yourself, because we only need one person max. Banish, Kagu. Hopefully you don't forget. If you do, then just
So you have a talent that I'm sure a lot of people wish they had.
No real pen. I was gonna say is Banish is not required, so if you forget, then no big deal. But alright, so if I see a Banish, it should only be coming from Kaguya, and literally no one else, right? We don't need like 15 missing Banish on the single non-boss mob that Banish actually works on. Because only one of it's like Flare Star, only one of them will apply. Speaking of Flare Star, let's have Luke give a wave. You're gonna be
it's
running Flare
definitely,
Star for the
I think
entire
that anybody
raid.
can
Just confirm that
learn
you're
to
gonna do
it.
that.
It's,
And there's the
more
wave. I
just,
see it. Thank
like,
you.
being able to find the right tools to use to do it, and like you just gotta practice. It's like
The
with anything.
Linking Feather
Some
will
people
be
are just,
running
like,
Flare Star. Let's
naturally
get
careless with a
volunteers
lot of things, and like things just come easy to
for
them.
sweeps 2
But
and
I
3.
think a lot of the
A
time
duelist or
that
2 render. You know
that
what?
like
I
any
keep
skill like that, you
forgetting to
can
update
sort
this.
of
Rend 1,
hone
Rend 2.
by practicing it, rather than just like, oh, I'm
And
not
there's our
naturally
28
good at it, might as well
or
not try
48.
it.
That's a good point. I feel like maybe a
Okay,
lot of
so
people,
let's get
and
Rend
I
1.
can
Okay,
admit,
Rend
I've
1
done that
and 2
myself
called
too.
out. Thank you for
Try
volunteering.
something new that I see, and I'm like, why not give that a try or something? And then I'll go try it.
Huge
and
Humongous Galka for
I'm
Rend
like,
1.
this
Izumi Midori for
is
Rend
not
2.
good. Either I'm not good at it, or it's just
I don't know
too
what
confusing
Sleep 2
or
is.
too
Are you
hard to
volunteering
do,
for Sweep
so I don't
2?
put in the time to learn it.
There you go.
when
Okay.
You could learn how to do said skill if you just take the
So
time
Saku
to learn how to
for
do it.
Sweep
And
2.
I feel like a lot of people do.
Copy that.
A lot of people do that as well, including myself.
Did I see
So,
a
I think there's
duelist
a lot of truth
volunteer?
to
Did
that.
someone? Well,
Yeah,
did
I
I
think there's
miss
a lot of like I think that people can really learn
duel
any skill, but like everybody has
volunteer?
their own like affinities.
Okay,
to
I didn't
those
see anyone
skills.
volunteer
So,
for
like,
duel.
if you want to learn how to draw, like you
Anla,
might,
all right.
you might be a horrid drawer.
Anla, you've cleared the duel, right?
As long as you put in enough time, and like that's the thing is like not everybody has all the time
Yeah.
in the world to just keep.
So
learning
yeah, I was
how
about to
draw.
say
So,
if
like,
any
sometimes it is
new
hard like that, but I
if
feel like
anyone
with
wants to
anything, if
prog
you
the duel, I'll
really
prioritize putting you in.
You could,
I'm not like requiring someone to
practice
have cleared
enough
or
to be good
like you don't
at
have
it.
you don't even
That's
have to be
true, and
particularly
you'll
good. As long as
find,
you're gonna go in there and make
whether you
the
want
best
to
use of
keep
the one
doing
chance
it,
you're
or if
gonna
it
get to
interests you enough to keep wanting to learn how to do it pretty quick.
take a hit on the
I
duel.
feel that once you
Then feel free to
once you
volunteer
start it,
yourself.
You're either gonna
If
you're
not,
gonna fail,
we have at
and then
least
you're gonna
someone
be
who's
like,
going to
I'm gonna try again.
like
I'm
high
gonna keep going,"
probability of
or
clearing it.
You're gonna fail and just
You know,
not really
like
pay any more attention
barring
to
any
it,
like
and
sort of
then
mistakes,
after
which do
realize that
happen.
you're
So
doing it. And that's
you
kind
know,
of
it's
how
not a
you find
guarantee.
out what you're good at and what your passions are, because you could pick up a lot of things.
But right now I
and
have
try,
Anlisant
and some-
Aranilde
it's
as
like throwing
anchor.
spaghetti to the wall. Like you're gonna find out what sticks and what
We
doesn't.
still need a number 3.
But that's interesting about writing. To me, it always seemed like writing.
Well, okay,
kind of
Minako
just
is not
Like,
wrong,
I didn't
right?
know-
If you fail the
I never
duel,
thought that, like, you could-
you're gonna get
you
kicked
could
out
teach yourself how
of
to
the
do
raid
that.
just because like we can't
Which is-
res you.
It makes sense. I don't
So
know
it's
why I
not
never
not
thought
like a
that,
we
but
hate
it
you
makes
forever
sense,
kind of
'cause
thing. It's
you're
just
right,
like we
things
literally
that
can't
are
res
wrong,
you, so
not-
like you're
not
gone.
everyone is just gonna be
Because the duel
automatically
happens
good at
like in a like in its own
practice.
area,
It makes sense. It's like learn how to
and like
ride a bike.
can't help you
You don't
out
know how
or
to ride
like
a
we
bike
can't
right
even
away,
watch
just
you.
practice it,
So
and you get better at it. So that's
just
really
just
interesting.
you
I never
and
thought about that.
Stigma Lock
Talking about writing,
Warrior.
It just always seemed too hard to me that I didn't.
All right, we still need a sweep 3.
Right. Well, like and like what you said.
Yeah,
like, when
no,
it comes to creativity,
it's
like,
okay.
creativity
You're
is
kicked
really
out with
hard to
love. There you
come
go.
by,
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
right.
People are creative.
We
about
need a
things,
sweep
like,
3.
creative, like,
You don't need to be like a expert on this. So what sweep 3 is,
creativity-
just
creativity
if you're
can
wondering,
be
you're gonna be
different.
running perception after TA, right? There are traps between TA and the next boss after TA. So we want someone to bring perception and then just run perception all the way down until we get to the next boss. So you don't have to be like an expert. Actually, I'm just it does need some.
I think eventually you could get to the point where those people are, but like you definitely can do a lot more.
No. Hold on. I mean, we have 48 people. I'm gonna roll a dice.
And it's just when you're writing something.
Is it dice?
It's just
Okay, yeah, dice.
It all can
48.
make an impact. Like I almost
All right.
think of it like
Number
an example,
24
like a-
individual.
like a movie.
Vexrel, you're gonna
Like
be
a
running
certain,
sweep
like,
3.
move
Thank you for
or,
volunteering.
A certain piece of music that they put in this one certain
So
part.
Vexrel just
Like,
confirmed that you're gonna be
makes
running sweep
the
3.
movie. So like if you're
Gonna be
writing
carrying
and just-
perception.
just your
Okay, thank you.
vocabulary and the words that you choose
All right,
to use.
let's
and
designate some team leaders. So
like,
as is my custom, I like to pick
emotions
a completely
different,
fresh
like,
folks
impacts into the
as team
story
lead.
for the.
So if you're completely new, don't feel like
Yeah, that's
like
definitely
nervous.
something
I mean,
that
I can't tell you how to feel,
know,
but
it's
like
just-
I would
it seems like
recommend
a
you
good
don't
exercise.
worry too much about it.
just gets your
All
brain
I'm
juices
asking for
flowing
team
and
lead, like I'm only one person,
vocabulary, and it's
right?
just a really good
And there's 47 of you.
creative
If
tool. And
like while I
I'm
could
gonna try
like
right now.
micromanage 47
Like, I have
people,
so
like
much
that's
trouble
just gonna
writing
take
scripts,
too
not
much
for-
time,
not for the podcast,
right?
'cause I don't write
So
scripts for the
what I
podcast,
do
but
is I
videos,
have
so much trouble
a team lead from
writing,
each
like,
team. You're
scripts.
gonna help
Man,
me run the raid. You're gonna
what do I
be running
say?
ready
Like, how do
checks.
I do this? So,
You're gonna monitor like if someone in your team
I think I should
says
try
like AFK,
writing more.
gotta go to the
Just not even
bathroom,
to
then just
show
keep that in
anyone,
your head.
just to do it. It's
If
like
I
a
start
good
like
mental exercise.
sounding like
Yeah,
I'm
for
about
sure.
to
And,
start
like,
the fight and like you
there's,
know
like,
someone
writing, like, short
is AFK and it
stories
sounds
or,
like I
it doesn't
don't
even have to be, like,
realize that,
short
then just
story or
interrupt
anything
me,
like that. Like, just
okay?
writing
That's
down,
what team lead does,
like,
okay?
story
Other than that,
ideas, I
just
feel
make
like
sure that
helps you, like, if
all
you're
your
putting yourself
team
in
members
that
get rezzed,
mindset, like, the
that we
ideas
don't
will
like
eventually come.
leave anyone
So
behind
I
and
think
like
that,
forget to res people,
um,
especially
just
after
doing that
slime
would
and
help
golem.
anyone,
If
I'm
anyone
sure.
somehow
I
dies
definitely
there,
messed up the intro. I was
and
like, this is a good,
what's
this
the
is a
other
good
one?
talking point. So I
Dahu.
was like, let's just
Okay.
talk about this for a bit.
Make
Like,
sure that
I
we
don't
don't
even
leave people
know where
behind.
to
Like I'm
put the
still
intro,
looking, so
that's
No, that
like I'm not gonna leave
works.
you guys. I'm not trying to
You
set you guys up to fail.
I'm trying. Where did we
Generally,
leave off?
I make sure you update
You
your
asked me
nickname, by
what
the
we could
way.
add to your
Don't know
intro,
what team you're
and
part of.
I said you were a creative scholar.
Make sure you update in
We got
Discord,
into-
please.
got into this conversation, which
All
is
right,
good.
so I'm gonna pick some
I enjoyed
names.
That. That was nice.
So with that out of the way, I'm gonna
So,
pick some
I
names
guess to
that I don't
start,
recognize,
I want to
and you're gonna be
know,
leading your teams.
where
So
did the
let's
name
have.
Inanitus and Sirius come from?
So
Oh, whoops.
Inanitus was a name I came up with before.
Let's
I
have
was
Maximus
with
Tigris for
everything.
Alpha. And as I call you guys out, just say like just wave or something in Alliance chat or whatever. Just as long as I know that you're
I need to come up with something just like nice, short, like cool.
that you
So
hear
I
and
was,
you're
like,
gonna be
looking at
taking lead
stuff,
for your team.
And actually,
Right,
like,
there it
I
is.
never really was familiar with what the staff member did, but Hollow,
Breja
he's now in charge of,
Bard. No, you've been here, I
Adventure
think.
Quest Classic.
Roxazel
I was like, oh,
Soteria.
that's a cool name, like Hollow.
Let's have
So then I was
Roxazel
just kinda like,
Roxazel Soteria for Bravo.
like, looking at stuff, like putting things in Google Translate, trying to come up with something cool. And
Okay, for
eventually,
Charlie,
it
I'm gonna
was
have
I did Google Translate
Melanie
with
Mochi.
Latin, and then I was like looking at like synonyms. So synonyms is actually Latin.
For Delta, gonna have
Emptiness, like void,
Othrin
like
Stormborn.
hollow. I don't really have any.
And if I mispronounce your name, if there's a
to those
specific
things, I just
pronunciation you want me to use, then make sure you let me know, okay? Because
yeah, so I'm
like I'm just giving
oh,
it my
yeah,
best
that's-
effort here, but
and
if I get it
because it's
wrong, then I
Latin,
get it
it's
wrong.
definitely
So
not
just make sure you let me know,
Latin,
because
it's probably
like I'm not
pronounced
psychic.
fast.
All right, Volker Hawk
Sounds
for
way
Echo,
different than what I'm intending, so I'm like, no, it's Inanitus. Like, that's how I say it.
This
and
is it,
Foxtrot.
right?
We're gonna
Right.
have
This is it.
Yeah, it's like this is how I say it. So this is how it's gonna be.
Hero Sakota.
Right.
So with Sirius, that was kind of something different for me. So when I started
Okay.
working on Dragon Fable, I wanted to like put a piece of
All right,
myself
got
in
that,
the
got
game.
that,
So
got
not
that. All
necessarily,
right,
like,
it looks like
my releases are pieces of
I think we
myself
have
in the game
a
as well, but
word.
like, I wanted
Some
something in
Oth-
there for me.
no,
Whereas, like,
Othrin's
that's
got
me,
that.
like,
Volker
this
Hawk.
is-
It Echo
give the
Team.
players a
Are you in
glimpse of
voice?
who I am.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
So
gonna
I
be
wanted to
leading
do
Echo
something
Team.
like that. And
Okay.
Okay.
but like the thing with like Anantis, like I said,
Golem
like, I
side
always have, like,
lead
an idea
will
of a
be.
story for him in my head, and like it just
Let's
doesn't
have,
really work in the context.
let's
of
have
Dragon
Aranith.
Fable. Like
Yeah, screw it. Today.
Dragon Fable and AQ Worlds have very similar rules, but at some points they're completely different.
All right,
So,
so
I wanted
just similar to
to
team
come up
lead,
with
golem
something
side
that
lead,
fit in that thing.
you're just gonna make sure
And,
that you're
So I came
that
up with like Sirius.
a few things. Explanations are
Name
done,
Name really didn't really
but
come
you
from
you
anything.
personally
It's
don't
more
have
of
to
just,
explain
like,
it. If you want to delegate
just
that,
something that I was
then
like,
you know that's your prerogative
that's,
as
like,
golem side
nice,
lead. Between yourself and your 23 other teammates, figure
so when it
out
came to Sirius,
what your
I kinda
strat
looked
is.
at
Okay,
what
like if
my
you like
coworkers, which is Dove,
Aranith
who
has cleared a
was,
lot
formerly
and
known
has
as
maintained
Tomix.
like a bunch of
And,
times in my
and
runs and
kinda,
like other runs.
why
Like I
he
know
went
they know
through
what they're
his sort of,
doing.
like, name change like
That said,
obviously there's
as far as like
character
setting
reasons, like,
expectation goes, I'm
I
expecting
don't
Aranith to like
play
provide
Dragon
call outs
See, that's the
or
thing.
like micromanage you guys. Okay,
The
similar to
playing
what I
Dragon
just
Fable,
said for
haven't
myself.
devoted a lot of
Aranith
time
just
to it. I'm pretty sure I
between
could count, but I
Aranith
haven't
and like
always just been
their
AQW,
23
and
other
I tried to
teammates,
play Dragon
figure
Fable,
out what you guys are gonna do. Make
years
sure
ago,
everyone
but
knows,
I need
like
to
has an
get
idea
more
of what they need to
into it.
do,
I want to because I've heard the stories.
and then finally
Yeah,
like
definitely
ready check,
So
and that's
I
it.
won't spoil anything.
Ready
for you,
check,
but,
and then stand by until I
but
start the
there
countdown.
is there are lore reasons why Tomix like moved to Dove. So but then also like he was saying how like when
Okay,
he was making Tomix,
let me make sure
he-
of a
it
few
was
things
more
here.
of, like,
Slime Golem
his
Flex. I'm counting
younger
5
self,
tanks.
And now that he's like grown and
On
matured,
Slime side,
like he's at that
6
Dove is more in
healers,
line
6
with, like,
tanks on
who he
Golem
is.
side, 5
And I think
healers, no
that's the
flex
same thing
required.
with me with,
Minotaur, we've got
Dianatis and Sirius, is
11
that I kind of-
tanks, good to go.
I've grown
And Queen
matured,
strat.
and Sirius is more of a serious character.
Yeah, let's disrespect Buster.
Right.
So
We're due for
I
a
mean,
content respecting.
I
I think just to
seriously, like,
Oh, sure.
he has,
just
like,
to
huge
get
It has
practice
been a
on
very
it.
and he
long
has his,
time.
like,
Yeah,
off the
it's
wall,
been a
breaking
while. We've been
through
putting
walls,
too
all
much.
craziness.
We've been
So kind of
tasking our
seems
paladins and gunbreakers. You know what? No, let's do
just
content
grounding, I guess.
respecting
But no, so
today.
that's kind of like why I did this shift. But not like I don't really.
So we're gonna
plan on being
respect
serious over to AQ Worlds. I think
the
that AQ
Queen
Worlds is
Queen
great.
Buster, and we're gonna do an
That,
actual triple tank swap
that
today.
off the wall
So we
sort
need to
of
practice that, I
character,
think. So
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah.
do that today.
and so I think I'm
All
gonna
right.
keep them kind of separate. in
Genli
their
is
separate
still
names.
improperly named. I'm just gonna
Right.
update your nickname
that's
here
a-
because
that's interesting. The
it's
whole
not
like
right.
like the younger self and
Yeah, the idea is you don't wanna put like extra stuff in your prefix just because like that's gonna put you out of order on the party list. Okay, I'm counting 47. Team leads, take a look at voice chat. Make sure that your team leaders or your teammates are appearing in voice with you. Okay, I'm counting 47 in voice, so someone's not here. And it looks like there's a CHC no name. There's not Melanie. I guess it's Rashima Gendo. Make sure you update your nickname so your character
For sure,
name
yeah.
appears
I
there.
know I did
And like we're not
I did
guessing
a
who you
Nulgith
are.
birthday release. I want to say it was in 2016.
And then we've got
maybe?
two individuals at the bottom of this list,
that
Jadet,
was,
Moonseeker, and Zuner.
well, and
Make
even
sure
the
you two
most
also
recent,
update your
Nulgith
nicknames.
birthday release,
If you're
was
just
called Dirt
spectating, then
Liquor.
just prefix with a Z, but
So
I'm
I
assuming
wrote
you're
Dirt
part of the
Liquor,
raid, so
and when
make
I
sure you
was
update your
making
nickname
that release,
to
I could
meet
not,
our
for the
nickname
life of me,
requirements,
because
okay?
I'm not a legion or a nation, like a Nulgith nation kind of guy.
So we'll give
I'm
we'll give
always,
them
like,
a few minutes to
good.
get
I
adjusted. If
always
you're
like the
having
good
like a
factions.
problem doing that, then like
So like
let
that's
us
sort of
know
my place. So
in
when it
raid
came
text
to
chat
me
or something.
writing a Nulgith release, I was like, I have no idea.
You
what
tried
to name
doing
this
Rashimi.
NPC. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't
if
know
you
what to
if you
do with him.
update your
So
name and like you
just
try
as,
to
like,
make a
joke,
correction
I
too
just typed in
quickly,
Dirt Liquor
like
as a
it'll time you
placeholder
out. So
thing.
you gotta like give it.
And,
But I see you already
um,
fixed it,
and
so
then both
you're good.
Aluna and Mehmet was like, no, we should just keep it. And I was like,
Perfect.
I was like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, like it'd
Sarah?
be so funny. And so then we were just talking about this not too long ago.
Oh yeah, Sarah
and
Ostia. You might
I
be in.
looked
Make sure
back at
you're
that
in the correct
release,
team. You're
and
showing
I
up as
was
third
like,
healer
I
in
can't
Charlie, and
believe
that's
that
not.
somebody let me name this character.
You're
Like,
part of
'cause
Delta,
Dirt
actually.
Liquor
Yeah.
is
Just
his
make sure you update
Nulgith
so you're in
given
Delta.
name. So like Nulgith gave him that name. He had a name before that.
Yeah,
imagine,
having a
like,
correct
this big
nickname
logo
tells
guy,
me
like,
that you actually read the
Dirt
requirements to
Liquor.
I'd
participate.
be like,
By
yeah,
the way, I'm
yeah,
pretty
okay, whatever you
particular
say,
on
sir.
that.
I sure am.
I wouldn't get on his bad side.
No, definitely not.
So like
But no,
if
so
if
his
Zuner
original
is just
name,
like
this is canon, it's in
like
the
what do I do?
scripts and everything.
Then we
So
gotta
his
refer
name
you
is
to requirements to
Dominatron
participate and make
Nicholas.
sure that you read that.
Yeah.
That was his original name. So I was like, who let me write this? Because this was like,
Okay.
I want to say it was my second release.
All right.
ever.
While we're waiting for Zuner to get,
So,
just take a moment,
but yeah, I was like, who
do a
let me
preemptive
do this?
bio. All right, check your cache.
No, I
Do
still look back and like,
get as ready as you guys
I
can
like
get,
it. I'm not ashamed of it or anything or embarrassed or anything.
so that we're not like once we go in, like we'll be burning
You'll look
instance
back
time
and
once
see
we
that
go
and
in,
you're
so
like,
we don't want
"Man,
to take too long on the
Did this
ad.
really go through?
Right,
Is
I was like,
Dirt
how did this-
Liquor? that brings up
Oh.
a question for me. When
Speaking
you
of which,
are
I need to
writing
pay some
a,
cares.
a character like Dirt Liquor, do you? So like when you're thinking of this character, or you have the name at least like Dirt Liquor, in your head, like your inner monologue.
All right,
are
Zuner
you,
in
like,
voice chat. Make
when
sure
type out,
you
like,
update your
things
nickname.
That character says. Do you come up with like?
Or
a
if you're
voice
having
in
an
your
issue,
head for
like
this
communicate
character, like,
that
okay,
you're having an
however,
issue, but
Dirt Liquor would.
like we can't
is
help
that-
you
do
if
do
you're
ever
you're
do
not
that? Does that
you're not
help
saying
with,
anything.
like writing for the character, like what.
And
they
again, if you're a
say?
spectator, just prefix
yeah,
with a
for
Z
sure.
and
So
don't worry about it.
Yeah, I do that all the time. It really helps give them a personality. Because like if your characters have a personality, no one's really gonna care about them. And like maybe not every time the personality comes through, because like honestly, like obviously there's no voice acting or anything like that. So like a lot of the times, like
Yeah.
you're just kind of reading like the text, like the NPC text, the quest text, like the cutscene
Okay,
dialogues
you're
and
not
stuff
sure.
like that.
You
So
write
maybe
you.
not all the time the
So,
personality comes through.
in raid text chat, you would type in Nick.
But it helps me just write
Uh,
kind of like how
I don't even know what party you're in, but whatever party you're in,
because like I know for sure, like definitely with the
or yeah, just
writing,
you would add in the prefix that reflects your current party.
I kinda
So that's
just
Alpha through
how he's
Foxtrot,
voicing it,
okay, A through F.
like how he's
and then
how he
tank,
teaches
DPS, or healer,
you
just
to
TD or
set,
H. And then
yeah,
I'm guessing
you
0
kinda
since
see,
you're
like, he
asking that
goes
question.
on,
Just
not
put a
necessarily
0 and then your
rants,
character
but he,
name. Okay, it's in
goes
requirements to
on a lecture
participate. If you don't
almost,
know
and
like what I'm talking about, make sure you
so
go
then I
to
was
the
like, kind of
requirements
thinking
to
about
participate
how
and
this
read it.
lecture,
Okay, because that also has your
when he
holster
raised his
loadout.
voice, when he would lower his voice,
Right.
or like when he would like, because like when you're
See,
arguing with
that
someone,
like
you have to talk to
I
them
use the nickname as
heated,
kind of a
like,
litmus test for who read the requirements to participate. So
this kind of,
like if you don't know what I'm talking
so,
about, the
like, trying to
nickname requirements are
articulate
in the
clearly
requirements to
text
participate.
wasn't always really interesting. He's definitely like, his voice is just like saying these things. Sometimes like type something, say it in my head, and it's just like almost so you can see that works.
I'm trying to picture if APW did have just here and there. Every release, like,
Looks like I'm gonna count of periods myself, so I'm gonna go buy some things real quick.
Someone might have, like, I would have an idea of what Yolgar would sound like, but you might have something very interesting to see, like, what these characters would sound like.
I need to meet my own requirements to participate.
It'd be
42.
really cool to hear these characters and like hear their personality through their voice and stuff. But at the same time, it kind of like
Damn.
kills your idea of these people, because some people might like a character solely
Alright, I don't wanna
because like they have a
buy
certain
the rest
voice
of
in their
that.
head. And
Yeah.
so
That-
like
that's a good point.
so it'd be kind of like both ways, but I think it'd be awesome to have voice acting. I know they did voice acting for I think it was one of the Voltaire.
I only had
events.
five. I only had
Yeah,
5
yeah,
pure
yeah.
essences in the
But
cache.
I think it'd be cool to like have
So-
voice acting all the time, but
I know
you
10
definitely
sounds
have,
like
a
a
whole
lot,
other
but just
layer of,
like shit happens. Just 10, we'll like for sure have enough.
but I
Like
think
if
it'd
we
be awesome.
wipe or if we have to
would be
re-instance
so
or
cool.
whatever.
Hey, one day, maybe
Like we
one
usually
day.
don't
That would
even
be so cool.
get close to
Yeah.
5.
Maybe
But
one day. That would be awesome.
that's what I have, so I'm
So,
gonna
what,
need that.
What are
I'm probably not even gonna
I-
have
I
enough
saw,
here. Oh, just gonna be all Aether Shield, right? Yep.
interview you did with another, I think you
All right,
did
I'll
other
just.
people,
Oh yeah.
content creator, and
I don't have
it's
any.
so
I don't think I
important.
have any more
What-
fortitude in
what
the
are
the
releases
retainer.
that players might know you for?
I've got a
Or-
couple,
or
okay.
Either they know you for, or
But not
they
enough.
didn't know that you had anything to do.
All right,
that release.
Zooners got themselves
So
sorted
my
out.
biggest release.
I'm gonna
my
do a
biggest
quick ready
project
check here.
was the Thorn Saga and Dragon Fable. So
If you still need to
in Dragon
bio
Fable,
or
there's this
whatever,
organization
just
called
go ahead and
Pause.
handle it.
They show up in book 3. And so like the Thorn is like this
If you are ready,
side
just click
organization,
OK on that ready
and
check
it's
or
just
yes.
about them, and then
Mm-hmm.
Belle, who's like the main.
If you still have to like get coffee or water or
whatever,
whatever, click no and make sure you handle that now.
And so that's like my biggest release, and then it has a sequel saga called the Fear Engine Saga. Only one release of it is out now. We're just waiting for some openings to do the next one. And then with AQ Worlds, lately I've been doing a lot of the like event releases. So
Oh, I missed it.
did,
Okay. I don't know who
I
wasn't
did
ready,
Morbid
but we'll do another
Birthday,
red check in a few moments then.
This year. I did the Dage, the Seven Circles War.
Okay. I'm assuming you're one of the folks who were
That was mine.
not ready.
Ooh,
Near?
that was-
Okay, Near
you
already
did that.
responded,
That
so
one-
it's
that one
I guess
has to be one of
Collecting.
my favorite releases I did.
You're
for
back?
AQ
Okay.
Worlds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how was
All right.
that? 'Cause that
Let's go ahead and give this a shot.
That was a really good release.
I'm
though.
queuing us into DR Savage. Go ahead and
But-
click commence.
Yeah, how
If you're
was
alt
that?
tabbed
Was
out,
there- is
please
there-
alt tab back in.
another
Click that
question,
commence
is
button. Let's get the show on the
was there
road.
a lot of pressure for like the Thorn release and the Fear Engine, and then the Seven Circles? Like, because I can imagine for at least Adventure Quest Worlds for like
Yeah, sometimes that happens,
a
right?
Legion, a
Sometimes
big
you get
release like that,
sometimes
there's gotta be a
you're
lot of pressure.
you're trying to get into
Love-
DRS and can't get past
so
Slime's golems. Like that's
they
just
love the Legion, and they
that's
love
part of the
Legion.
process
So whenever
of getting
something
better.
comes, out of either one
It's
of
just,
those,
you know,
people
sometimes you have those days.
like people
Knock on wood,
back
fortunately,
for those
I haven't had one of those recently, but you know, today can always be a day.
I know, like with the Nordic nation.
All right, welcome to DR Savage, ladies and gentlemen. Once the gates go up, do not mind auto brain or auto run onto those two glowing circles. Okay, we're not jumping right away. Give everyone a chance to touch the cache, touch the appraiser if necessary. Once you are done with that, rally on the stairs. Oh, I gotta save these markers. Rally on the stairs to your respective team marker. Echoes will be going to 1, Foxtrots will be going to 2.
2014,
Okay, let me put this down nice and then save it.
for the game. And then I did that for a bit, and then
Just
I kind
over
of switched
here.
over to the mod team, the moderators, for a bit. Only because
Right,
like, I
let me
was
save
doing
this.
bug testing, and then it just didn't
Save
like
this.
it wasn't like.
Oh yeah.
So do we start pre-popping now?
Yes, sir. So you're gonna pop your pure essence, your larger re-raiser, and then your first 2 lost actions. So that's not taking up space in your holster. Once you've done that, go back to the cache, load up your holster as it's described in the requirements to participate, and then like with the remaining space, just put whatever you think is going to help you. Okay.
So we kind of like got this group together and we were writing about like what we would do with Hero Smash.
All right. Let's have sweeps 2 and 3 confirm that you've got sweeps in the pocket, perception in the pocket, duelist, Amlisant, or Nilde. Make sure you've got your dual tools.
And we were talking to him, and
All right. Sweep 3 copy, sweep 2 copy.
like writing for it, and so we were just kind of like talking about that, and I wrote a couple design notes for it.
Looking for a
And that was in
copy from
August of 2015.
or like a
Unfortunately,
confirmation rather from Amlisant.
with that, just with the resources that we had, but
You're bringing
but
dual
that
tools, right? Because you're
December, I was talking to
Okay.
and she knew that. I
yeah.
was
Just make sure
writing
you've got that in the
Smash.
pocket.
And so she put me in the Skype at the time we were using Skype.
Yeah.
And she put me in the Skype chat with all of the AQ Worlds writers, and she's like, you can like look around here and like pay attention and like get some experience, like get to see how the process is done and whatever. And like I want to say within the week that she added me to it,
What's that?
she was like, we were doing this was
Dispel.
in the middle of
Yeah, dispel, percept,
Yeah.
and
like
that's.
December
I think that's it.
I think Bright was just and she's like, well, these are the
If you're gonna override stuff,
types
bring
of
Percept for the end as well.
like, who wants these releases.
Oh.
And I was like, I'd be interested in trying the ice one. And
Yeah,
so
I don't usually
she's
tell
"Let's see
like
what your
duelists what
idea is,"
to
and
bring.
then
Just
so
all I know is that you bring
so I
dispel,
typed
percept, and then like
a
whatever
5
else.
5-part saga for the
Yeah.
ice
Wait,
area.
what is E? Oh, 1. I'm stupid. Anyway.
I sent it to her.
What's that?
"Do you have
Say again.
I was gonna ask which
already?" And I was
marker
like,
was E.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Okay,
But I'm-
yeah, it's
yeah.
1.
Like, get going, and stuff like
Because
that.
there's no
And
echo marker
she's like-
or
she's
foxtrot
"This is
marker for
pretty
that
good."
matter.
And so for that Frostvale, the
Alright,
Christmas
take your time on the cache.
release,
If you're
we
if
did
you're
Chronos
wondering
Storm
something,
Salt,
like don't sit here and like
and it was
try to be googling stuff, okay? Because now's not the time for that. Just ask, and we'll tell you what you need.
Larissa were the 2 NPCs for that release.
Take a moment when you step away from the cache and you rally with your team. Make sure you click the Lost Finds holster button. Actually look at your list and make sure that looks the way you expect it to look. Okay? It's very easy to do stuff here at the cache and then hit escape and then forget to confirm your save your settings. All right? Don't be that person who forgot to check and then we jump on these jump pads and like now you've got nothing in your pocket. Okay? Because that's a recipe for failure right there. Also, make sure that your pockets are completely full. Your holsters are completely full. Okay, if you walked away from the cache at like 97 or 98 out of 99, make sure you come back here and fill in those last few spots. Okay,
Yeah, that,
light curtain is 1 weight. Resistance potion is also 1 weight. Okay, there is 0 reason to walk away from this cache with anything less than a completely full pocket. Right. Those tools may or may not help you. Okay, light curtain can help you out to do like a reflect mechanic or maybe help you survive during queen. resistance potion. You can pop that if you're like bleeding to death at TA and like both of your healers are dead. But empty space, literally empty space, like you cannot interact with empty space. Empty space will not help you in an emergency situation, okay? You cannot open your holster, click on empty space, and expect that to do something, alright? There's no tooltip for empty space, there's no interaction, it's not going to give you health, it's not going to give you a reflect, it's not going to do anything, okay? So make sure your pockets are completely full, right? If you got space and you don't know what to put in there, put in like a potion kit, or like extra re-razor, just thing, okay? Don't leave this cache with anything less than a completely full pocket.
Like the gods and like the
Alright.
magic structures.
Last call for cache, last call for appraiser. Check your teammates. Make sure everyone's got re-razor on. If someone is missing re-razor, kindly suggest that they pop it.
Yeah.
Giant floating head thing. And so I got to like work the thing, and that was really cool. And I was like, oh no, I was like, this is gonna be so cool. And then I was so focused on Monday and kind of like doing all this stuff that I completely
Yeah, make sure everyone's got it on.
Completely forgot, but I completely didn't focus on the hero. And one of the main
Come on,
feedbacks that
brother.
got from
I know you know what you're
was,
doing,
wow,
but get
the
that
hero seems
on.
like a jerk in this release.
We're waiting for
I looked back,
someone
I was like,
alpha.
oh crap. I was like,
I
wait,
know.
and I felt bad because I was just like, man, I should have paid more attention. And so when it came time,
Yeah,
to
you
do
might
the
not need
release,
it, but if I make a
I was
mistake
like,
in the
I
call
am,
out and get
like,
you killed, then
going all
it's
out
gonna be a
this.
little late to
Like,
address it if that happens.
When I was writing that one, like the pressure was really on because I just had the moment one that
Oh wow, okay.
not necessarily like.
Oh, you have
didn't
literally
do as
none.
well as I
Okay,
thought,
well.
It just didn't hit the right notes that I wanted it to. And so
I already don't give that to me, man. I already got it on.
And so that one
Unless
was.
you want.
There was like a lot of.
There,
pressure
give it to
and,
Amla. He's looking for a
I'm-
second
like,
target for
I'm-
lost
I'm proud of
re-raise. Okay,
myself,
there you go.
So I thought it was good, and I was
Oh, yeah.
even more proud about the.
All right, yeah. So for slimes, we're doing room strat, so don't worry about bringing like burst or rampage. We're not doing anything special there.
It was a war. I
Okay,
didn't really get to
last call for
write
cash,
all
last call for
wars.
appraiser. Once again, check your holsters. Okay, if you went up here, made an edit, and then you came back to your marker, click lost finds holster again. Make sure that looks the way you look. You expect it to look. Okay.
So this was like my second. And
Oh,
I got to work with Dage, which was really
yeah, did I
cool.
miss a
He's
question?
the
Sorry about
guy
that.
in, AQ3D.
All right.
And
Yeah.
so he created like all the boss art for.
All right. Buddy, check each other. Make sure everyone's got pure. Make sure everyone's got re-razor on.
This is a guy that.
Okay.
like I said,
Mouse over
it's-
reminiscence buffs.
So this was
If
a
someone's
guy
bringing
that
something that
I
looks weird, like a tank bringing like Cure 2 or something, then
playing.
just
So I
recommend that they
saw his
update
like,
their actions.
and
For new folks, once we jump on these pads, we cannot come back here. Okay, that's why we're taking the time to get this right here, right now. Because you can't do return. There's no lodestone. Okay, there's no teleportation crystal that's going to take you back here. Once we jump on these pads, you will not have access to the cache. So whatever you have in your pockets after we jump, that's all you're going to have
Talk about
between now and when we get to the queen.
And so
Or white,
I was
you know,
like-
whatever
I was
happens.
like, you should be telling me what to do, not
So
like,
make sure
what
your
I
pockets
think.
are
I just think it was so
what
weird.
you want, or the like what
But,
you
no,
what
so
you
that was
what
a
you need them
really
to be.
cool release. I loved working with Dage.
All right, last call for cash, last call for appraiser.
For all the
Okay, what's about to happen? When I call jump, you're gonna take the pad directly in front of you. So Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are gonna go onto the west pad.
I can just
Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams, you're gonna jump on the east pad on the call of jump. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams. Once you jump, just hop on down to Gulag Gang voice chat. That's the next voice chat channel in Discord, and you guys are gonna talk out whatever you're gonna talk out to accomplish things on that side. Okay. Last call for cash. Last call for appraiser.
And when I was coming up with the idea for that release, because
All right, cash is clear. Appraiser is clear. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams are now under the direction of Granite Yask. Up, jump, jump.
And then I thought
Go ahead and jump. And go inside, folks. We'll see you on the other side. Good luck with your encounter. Now talking the slime side only. Slime side only. Please do not advance past the alpha marker. This is a safety protocol that we are observing. so that we don't get any accidental right clicks on the door. Go ahead and separate into light parties north and south of your respective team marker, Alpha to Alpha, Bravo to Bravo, Charlie to Charlie. If you know where to go, just stand on the marker and I will sort you out myself. But try to do some of this work up front so we don't have to spend a whole lot of time here. Bargoth, why don't you take position south of Alpha, please? Your other south. There you go. Huge, humongous Galka. Actually, you guys stand by for a second. Alright. Huge humongous, why don't you join North Alpha if you would, please? Regia Bard, South Alpha. If you would be so kind. Yep, there you go.
That must have been.
Let's have Jackalope Finn North Charlie.
Like you definitely.
And Roxazel Soteria South Charlie.
I got something here, and it's being noticed.
This is down there.
Big people.
Okay. Since we have a full complement of tanks, I think we do.
Charlie is down 1 tank.
One tank.
South
Okay.
Charlie requires a tank.
Roger that. Okay, let's have Rickett Gist. Yep, you can fill in for South Charlie. Who's the Bravo team member, the Bravo DPS that I told to go to South Charlie? I forgot who that was. Roxanne. Okay, yeah. Why don't you take position South Bravo, Roxazel Soteria, South Bravo. All right, there you go. Okay, let's do a sanity check. Personnel, north and south of Bravo, 2 souls. Does not matter what your job is. North and south of Alpha, north and south of Charlie. There should be 1 tank, 1 healer, 3 DPS, not necessarily all in the same jobs. Please check, okay? If that is the case, just bring that to my attention because that does need to be adjusted. Okay, I'm gonna operate on the assumption that we're correctly configured here. All right, let's talk about positioning, room assignments. All right, when we open these doors, you guys are gonna go to specific spots based on your current, like where you're standing north and south of these markers. Okay, Alpha team, if you're north of Alpha, you're staying with me, Knuckle Free. Right, we are going to the northwest room. That is the second door on the left. If you are standing south of Alpha, you are with Maximus Tigris. You all are going to the southwest room. That is the first door on the left. Individuals north of Charlie, you are with, I'm trying to target your tank, Vash Caliber. You guys are assigned to the northeast room. That is the second door on the right. And then similarly, individuals south of Charlie, you are with Reka Gist. You are assigned to the southeast room. That is the first door on the right. 2 individuals north of Bravo, you are assigned to the north end of the hallway. 2 individuals south of Bravo, you are assigned to the south end of the hallway, the middle hallway, okay? If anyone is confused as to which room or end of the hallway they are assigned to, please speak up and ask, okay? Alright, let's talk about some things here. The specific strat that we're going to use is room strat. Excuse me, I was about to say something different. We're gonna put some pictures here in raid text chat in Discord. So let's talk about strats here. The first thing we need to do, well, welcome to Slime Side. The first thing we need to do is enter safely, right? Nothing gets done if we open the doors and immediately die to a trap. So the way we handle this is as follows. In this first picture that I put in raid text chat in Discord, I have outlined here that the specific tank invuln plan that we want to use. Okay, so our north tank is Duped. Yeah, Duke. Okay. So Duke, Inu is our north tank. I'm actually so Duke is going to be running the lightning bolt pattern. Dude, have you swept the traps here before? Either here or okay. So for everyone else, Dude's going to run a lightning bolt pattern in the hallway, in the middle hallway when we enter. Don't try to race Duke to the other side. Okay, there's not a race. Dude's going to be blowing with their invuln. So just expect them to pop invuln and then healers just be ready to react. Similarly, our room tanks that I mentioned earlier, you're going to walk to your respective room entrances. Once you get to your door, you're gonna pop sprint, pop invuln in that order, and then immediately run in a straight line from your door through the circle in your room, touch the far wall, and then return to your circle. Okay, you're gonna make like a 1.5. You're gonna run the full length of the room, and then you're gonna go back to your circle. Okay, don't make like a fucking curve around your center pad. Okay, what you're trying to do is with your invuln on, you're gonna attempt to blow up a potential trap. Like, you're not gonna see it, right? If it's there, it's gonna blow up because you ran over it with your invuln. So yeah, just make sure you don't pop invuln too early. So that's what I'm saying. When you get to your door, take a second, pop sprint, pop invuln, then run in a straight line. And that's what tanks are going to do. If you are not a tank, do not race your tank into your room, because you're gonna get exploded and you will be dead. Alright, don't do that. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Okay, so once we've had our tanks like all clear all the traps out, we all take positions in our respective rooms based on our role. Okay, I'm gonna be oh, I forgot to do this. So we're gonna be talking about like what specific roles do here in slime side. So the overall flow of things, our healers are going to be pulling viscous clots from the hallway into your corner rooms. Tanks will be pulling off your healers. Once you have line of sight on the thing that they're bringing into your room, you're going to pull that onto your pad, and then your healer is going to go back out into the room, or into the hallway, fetch another viscous clot, and then pull that into your room. And that's just going to be your kind of loop for the first few seconds. The idea is that tanks are going to pull off your healer when they bring a viscous clot from the hallway into your room. This is a green slime, but if you're colorblind, it's called viscous clot. You're going to bring that slime onto your circular pad. Each time you bring a slime onto your circular pad after the first one, two slimes in proximity to each other are going to attempt to fuse. You want to let that fusing happen for viscous clots, aka green slimes. So you're going to keep doing that. You're going to keep merging slimes. You want to make sure you're looking at the buffs on the slime's hit point bar. There's going to be an increasing buff. +1, +2, +3, +4. At +4, you're going to stop pulling your healer. Okay? Your healer is going to bring one more into your room, and then you are going to call out your room +4, healer holding 1. Okay, so for in my example, I would say northwest 4 +1 yell chat. All right, that's all I want to see. The reason you're doing that is you're letting me know and you're letting everyone else know that you're ready for final merge. You're not going to pull that last one off of your healer just yet, because we're going to pull the last one off of our respective healers, like all together. Like all 4 tanks are going to do that with their respective healers at the same time. So once again, you're going to be pulling viscous clots off your healer. You're going to be merging them on dead center on your circular pad, and then you're going to do that until you get a +4 slime on your head, and then your healer is going to bring one more in. You're not going to pull that off of them. You're going to call out your room +4 or your room 4 +1. Okay, if you're going to do it in voice, that's fine, but don't be like, I'm at 4 +1, because like I don't know what room you are. So make sure you identify, like I would say northwest 4 +1. Just say it in voice chat, say it in yell chat, it doesn't really matter, just let me know, okay? Once I see that signal from all four tanks, then I'm just going to coordinate the final merge, which I'll go into in a moment. But that's what tanks do. Healers, as I mentioned earlier, you are bringing viscous clots from the hallway into your respective room. Make sure that you make sure you follow the positioning requirement here, okay? In that second picture, I mentioned healer stands here square. There's a healer stands here square in that second picture in raid text chat. Make sure you adhere closely to that, okay? What we don't want to happen is for a healer to be lax on positioning and then they trigger like additional aggro. Okay, specifically in the southeast and northeast rooms, this tends to happen. Like if a healer is lingering near the door, you're gonna draw extra aggro from viscous clots that happen to spawn near your door. I think that's a scripted thing, so just make sure that you're tucked in to the into your respective like assigned corners. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you look at raid text chat. I have a picture posted there. That's the second one, positions during slime theory. Okay, and other than that, keep yourselves healed, keep your tanks healed, okay? Again, you're pulling viscous cloth from the hallway into your room, into that corner, into your assigned corner of your room. You're waiting for your tank to pull off of you, then you're going to go back out and fetch another one. Keep yourself healed, keep your tank healed, that's all you gotta worry about. If healers have any questions, make sure you ask, okay? We're gonna talk about DPS stuff now. So DPS assigned to the rooms, okay? I'm not talking about hallway yet. DPS folks assigned to rooms, your job is to do nothing with the viscous clot, okay? Don't touch it. Your healer and your tank are going to be doing their own mechanic. Don't worry about what they're doing. DPS job, your job is to tag, pull out to the corner, and kill sanguine clots, aka red slimes. But if you're colorblind, they're called sanguine clot. These sanguine clots are going to spawn in your room somewhere close to your tank. Let's get a wiggle check, by the way. Make sure you don't get AFK kicked. All right, everyone, just move your character, please. All right. DPS. So a sanguine clot is going to spawn in your room. It's going to fall from the ceiling somewhere close to your tank. It might spawn like right in front of you guys in your corner. It might spawn on the other side of the tank. Okay, just be ready to deal with something like that. The three of you in that room will race each other to get a skill. Do like an attack on the sanguine clot. Okay, whoever tags it first, you're gonna get a tether, like an active tether. That slime will fixate on you until it dies. So what you want to do with that tether, you want to pull it all the way into your corner, away from the tank, then kill it. All right. The DPS mantra for this encounter: tag it, pull it out to your corner, then kill it. All right. I'll try to call out when sanguine clots show up, but just keep your eyes open because I might not call it out. They come out at regular intervals. Okay. When we first come in here, there's probably going to be one already in your room. Just tag it on your way to your corner. Right? Tag it, pull it out to your corner, and then kill it. If there's another one that shows up, like while you're working on your first one, then another DPS in your room who's not like already tethered, tag that one, get tethered, and then continue working on killing your first one. Don't wait. No DPS should be like waiting for the next slime to show up. Okay, that's not the thing to do here. You all three should be working together. No lost actions required. Just kill the sanguine clots as they show up. Okay. All right, and with that, I think. Oh, north and south hallway, folks. Okay, so before I forget, 2 individuals north of Bravo. You're assigned to the north hallway. Your job has nothing to do with the viscous clots. You're going to tag and kill Bojan Knights at the north end of the hallway. Similarly, the 2 individuals south of Bravo, you are tagging and killing Bojan Knights at the south end of the hallway. Try not, if you need to dodge, don't dodge into the barracks towards where all the viscous clots are. You can dodge out of the door, okay? But yeah, your job is to tag and kill Bojan Knights. And that should be it. Oh, one more thing. Well, not one thing, but I forgot to cover a few things here. So I'm going to put a flag here. I'm going to yell out this flag. This is for, we're going to run out for this one. So once all 4 tanks have called like their room 4+1, I'm going to say the following. All rooms are ready. Merge, merge, merge. Call rupture. Right? As soon as I start saying merge, just go ahead and provoke tanks. Just go ahead and provoke the final viscous clot off of your healer. Bait it dead center on your pad. Okay, dead center on your pad. That's critically important because we want the slimes to be close enough to each other to trigger fusion. Okay, if their target rings are only like slightly touching, that's not close enough. Have every slime that you attempt to pull off onto your pad land dead center on your pad, okay? Starting with the first one, and that's just make it a habit. But once I say merge, just go ahead and pull your final viscous claw off your healer, bait it dead center on your circular pad, observe that the fusion casts, that it finishes, and then that rupture starts. Once you see the word rupture on your +5 big slime, call it out in shout chat rupture. And then for everyone else, once you see or hear the word rupture in shout chat or in voice chat, just pop sprint and make your way to that flag that I posted in yell chat. Okay, we're just gonna all sprint out there. If you're coming from the south, just run through all the viscous claws in the hallway. Aggro doesn't matter at that point, because if we do what we need to do, all that shit is just gonna go away. Alright? And that's it. Don't be afraid. If we wipe here, then we'll just pop back out and give it another shot. Okay? Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks, please, and report when ready. All tanks, make sure your tank stints are on, including myself. Alpha is ready, standing by for Bravo and Charlie. Bravo is ready. Standing by for a Charlie is ready. Charlie is ready. Slime side is ready. Stand by while I coordinate the pull with Golem side. We are not advancing to the door just yet. Stay behind the Alpha marker. Side ready, Golem side ready. Alright, stand by for countdown, 30 on the board. Alright, let's get in front of the door. I'm going to open the door at 1. Duke Genhu is going to sweep the hallway. Room tanks are going to sweep your rooms. If you are not a tank, do not race your tank into your area. Otherwise, you're going to get blown up by traps. Okay? Give us enough space to do our job. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Okay, take your time here. Okay, open the door. Duke, go ahead and make your way in. Alright, hallway is clear. Alright, rooms are cleared. If anything's going sideways in your room, just say something, okay? Don't be afraid to call people out for making mistakes, get their attention so you don't fuck up and die here. Everything looks good here. Alright, tanks, just as a reminder, you want to bait your incoming viscous spot dead center on the pad. Sanguine clots are out, tag it, pull it out to the corner, then kill it. And healers, I forgot to mention this earlier, but try not to pull with dots, okay? I don't see anyone doing it, but just a reminder. Sanguine clots are out, tag it, pull it out to your corner, then kill it. Alright, tanks, as you approach +3, +4 in your viscous clot, make sure you start rolling through your mitigation, okay? Start with your rampart. When that runs out, use your 30%. And healers, don't forget to heal with your tank. Sanguine clots are out, sanguine clots are out. Tag it, pull it out to your corner, then kill it. Looking good, folks. Copy southeast.
Northeast, 4+1.
Copy northeast. Staying by for southwest and northwest. Sanguine clots are out. Tag it, pull it out to your corner, kill it. Alright, northwest, 4+1. Southwest, 4+1. All rooms are ready. Merge. Call rupture. Go ahead and pull the final viscous clot. Copy healer, data dead center on your circular pad. And everyone stand by for the call of rupture. Rupture, pop, sprint. We're all leaving through the north door. stack it up all the way in the corner. You're not gonna fall off. Viewers, when you get to the corner, heal up, rescue someone at random. Tanks pop team mitigation and brace for impact. All the way in the corner. Let's go. Alright, take accountability, make sure everyone's alive and connected to the game before jumping on the jump pad. Office clear. Alright. Oh, I did it! Oh, crap! Whoops, forgot to turn that off. Oh well. Alright, I need to figure out the thing for that. Thanks for the reminder.
Lee.
I knew it. Well, you got to. I don't even know what's showing on the stream. Okay, there we go. Can't believe I forgot. Well, I can't believe I forgot. I knew I was gonna do that too. All right, I'm gonna take a point here just because I haven't tanked. All right, all tanks, make sure your tank stances are off. Welcome to Trinity Secret. Before we talk about stuff here, once again, thank you to our Golem side folks and Iranith Yaspret for leading side through your encounter. And congratulations, Golem side, and thank you for clearing your stuff. Alright, make sure you guys loot your 2 chests at the bottom of the stairwell if you haven't right-clicked on it. All loot in this dungeon is personal loot. Okay, so if you don't click on something, you're not getting anything. Alright, welcome to TS. Not a whole lot to talk about here. If you remember the fight from normal mode, this is faster with fewer tells. Alright, that's just generally the gist of it. A few things to note for full Mercy. You don't have like a whole bunch of telegraphs. It just comes out pretty quick. Make a call out based on safe sites, and I call out the numbers, or I call out the marker rather. You just expect to hear something like 1, 2, 3, 4. If I say 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what the safe sites are. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to come out in that order. So just pay attention to that. At one point, we're going to see an off-center Mercy. It's going to be done by an untargetable avatar. I'm just going to call out, like, it's going to happen north, south, east, or west. For example, if it happens south, the call out's going to sound something like this: 4, 3, Bravo, blank space. Or blank space, 3, Bravo, 4. Some order of that. When I say blank space, just where Kaguya is standing, just treat that as the virtual, like a 4th virtual marker, and apply the call out logic accordingly, okay? And that's about it. There's like a Ifrit dodge here, or like a Ravana, whatever you want to think it as. There's a dash mechanic here. Just follow. Alright, that's all I got. Team lead, go ahead and run your ready checks. Please report when ready. Alpha is ready. There are traps up ahead. Our duelist is going to sweep for them. Listen to kill this guy. Alright. Let's get our dead folks up. If anyone else is dead, make sure you are following the res protocol, okay? Our healers, make sure you stand on the body first before slotting in your first Lost to Rise. Do not slot in a Lost to Rise into your Lost actions if you don't have a corpse beneath your feet, okay? The reason we do this is because we have a limited number of Lost to Rises. We don't want 15 ambulances showing up for the same medical emergency. That is a clear waste of resources. So you just communicate by standing on the body. You're going to tell your people around you that you're going to handle it, and then just start rezzing, okay? Once you run out of charges on your current Lost to Rise, you step off the body and give another healer a turn. That we do because we don't want a single healer to blow through all of their Lost to Rises at like Trinity Seeker or Queen's Guard. And then when we get to the end of the dungeon at like Minotaur and we have a mass res situation, like maybe only that healer is all.
The one and only has come, and there can only be one. And at last I am here. Why can't I even breathe, standing in your wreckage? So I close my eyes. Within this world, if you wish to live another day, you must disguise as a flower that will captivate you. I want to I cannot believe I'm powerless, I'm meaningless like every scar. But as I cry, tears will inside right through my heart. Through it all, I can hear someone whispering, come near. All that I miss is infinite, and so I see tomorrow's come with the news that's waiting for me. The one and only has come, and there can only be one. And at last I am here. There is a part of me that wishes to forgive you, but I will not forget. I can understand. Yet within this world, if I were to live another day, I must end this song and quickly learn to play along. If I want to believe, I just need to believe. Freedom's alive, and so I must cross that line. I'll scream it loud, clear it, I'll shout, I'll make it mine. And so I turn away from the truth that's in my way. Just find a constant happiness, I'll find that light. Something secure, I'll search the world into the night. The one and only has come, and there can only be one. And at last I am here. In this beautiful, vicious world of ours, where the light hides hidden somewhere from eyes. I'm powerless, I'm meaningless like every scar, and as I cry, tears fill
Just
inside
don't
right
provoke
through
or
my
anything.
heart. Through it all, I can hear someone whispering, come near.
Just AE these down.
Tomorrow's come with thunders waiting for me. The one and only has come.
you guys dead.
I am here.
Alright, good job. Repeating sequence. It's gonna be one set of puddles, one set of shockwave, one set of numbers in that order.
Within this world, if you wish to live another
Puddles coming out, shockwave coming out very soon. Stand by for shockwave. Alright, dodge into it. Alright, numbers are coming out. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. We need these safe spots, folks. Get in position. Alright, all 4 safe spots have been accomplished. Get knocked back. Tanks go down south. Make sure you mitigate. Don't gap close after this, please. We can, whatever. Alright, 5 breaths once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shockwave coming out in 3 hits. 1. Alright, let's get our dead folks up. Once again, make sure you are following the res protocol. Stand on the corpse first to communicate to your fellow healers that you're resing, and then consume your lost action. When you run out of charges, step off, give another healer a chance. As you guys make your way down the Queen's Guard, just high five Handless Amp for clearing the duel. Just sit tight at Queen's Guard. Don't touch the bosses or anything.
Yeah. It's the only one that has like on the left to save.
Well, you did it though, right?
I did do it, yeah.
Okay, good. Congratulations on clearing the duel, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way down to Queen's Guard. Yeah, new folks. It's not so bad, right? It's not as bad as maybe you hyped it up to be. I assume. As you may have hyped it up to be, I don't know. Some folks come in here and they're like nervous and shit. And, like it's not that big of a deal. Like it's okay to be nervous, but it's not that. It shouldn't be that high stress. All right, welcome to Queen's Guard. Let's get all tanks up front. Doesn't matter if you're new or not. We're gonna pick out some tanks and give some duties here. And while I'm doing this, reflectors, healers and pseudo healers just call out who's reflecting. 1 reflector per team, and 2 dispellers for the entire raid. Alright. Let's talk about tank stuff real quick. Number 1 tank is our west tank. Number 2 tank is our east tank. Number 1 tank, you're going to be handling the west turret. Number 2 tank, east turret. Target to ignore, you are south turret for aura spheres. Chain targets, our chain tanks rather, are north pair. 1s go first, 2s go second. Regarding the aura spheres, that's at the end of the fight. So there's going to be an orb, so like for maximum take risk for your second south orb. Your orb is going to show up here. There's going to be 1 orb that shows up. The first one is going to be for Link. The second one is going to be for you. Okay? And then similarly, chain folks are handling the north set. Alright, and I think our tanks have done this fight. TC, I know you tanked here. Have you tanked this before? Okay, so you're going to drag the warrior, and then you're gonna drag the gunner to the middle. Okay. Alright, so for any tank who is marked, just be prepared to step in, especially for like our target to ignore chain folks. Like if they die to a mechanic before handling their aura sphere, just call it out. call out what you're gonna sub in for, and corresponding to that, if any one of our tanks dies, or our reflectors, for that matter, if you guys die, or dispellers, if you die, call out that you're dead, because again, I don't know who I is in voice chat, but call it out, and like what your job is, and let us know what needs to be covered, because that's the important piece of information, right? If you're a Delta Reflect and you die, I don't know who Delta Reflect is, but if you die, make sure you say Delta Reflect down, second South Sphere down, like second South tank down, or something. Right? Let us know what you're responsible for, so we know what we need to do there to fill in what gap needs to be filled in. Okay. All right. Yeah, Aura Spheres need to die like as soon as they show up. I'll get into that as I talk through stuff here. Reflectors. Let's talk about reflectors. Who are our reflectors? Alpha Charlie or Dispel? We need more than that. Let's get reflectors for Bravo, Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot. If you are new, don't worry about it. Okay, just volunteer and you're gonna learn. Alright, Foxtrot, Bravo, Echo, Delta. Alright, good. Alpha and Charlie are called out. Let's get one more Dispeller. We have one Dispel. Let's get one more Dispeller just to not be one deep on that, because if I make a bad call out or something and Solomon dies, then we're boned. If we don't have a second Dispeller. Alright, let's have Sarah or Gostia. Oh no, you're called Deflect. Let's have your cool healer. Oh no, there's no. Does Delta have a pseudo healer? I don't know who they are, but okay, there we go. Never mind. We have a second Dispeller. So Rashima Gendo is gonna call Dispel, or is gonna cover Dispel with Solomon Grundy. Okay, both of you Dispel. All right, between the two of you, you'll hopefully get the warrior. You're gonna be dispelling the warrior during the first phase. Healers and pseudo healers equip your or excuse me, if you're reflecting and you're using a lot reflect skill, don't equip it just yet. Okay, if you already popped it, then that's fine. But at this point, our healers and pseudo healers need to have Steel Sting and Spellforge in. Okay, Steel Sting and Spellforge are for the first part of this fight. The Knight and Warrior will go invuln to either physical damage or magical damage. Okay, we need to have our teammates buffed with the complementary buff that will allow us to do damage on the targets. Right? Priority for coverage for that, you want to hit the tanks first, especially Hex 1 and Hex 2. So Bash and TC Sola both need to have the correct buff on at as much as possible, because of holding threat. And if they can't hold threat, then the mobs will just tether to each other, and we're all gonna die. So make sure that like those two tanks have first, and then after that your DPS, and then everyone else. Okay, like remaining tanks and healers. So make sure you guys buff and try buffing that priority, and we'll be fine. But at 2 points in this fight, I'm gonna call out what they're invuln to. So like they're gonna get a purple or yellow tether. If you're colorblind and you can't tell the difference, don't worry too much about it, because I'm still gonna call it out in voice chat. Okay? So if they get a purple tether, you want to give everyone the yellow. If they get the yellow tether, you want to give everyone the purple. All right, that's how that works. Wiggle check. Don't get hit kicked, by the way. Yeah, just move around a little bit. Don't get hit kicked. Okay, reflectors. If you are reflecting for the first time, make sure you take a look at Raid Text Chat. That is the reflect plan that we are using. Okay. Make sure to identify which two orbs belong to you. They're going to show up in that configuration. The red circles are the aura spheres. That's where the target to ignore tanks and the chain tanks are going to be taking the respective assigned orbs. But reflectors, you're going to reflect 2 orbs. You've got, I think, like 3 pulses to get it right. So you just, when your orb shows up, like count to 1 and then reflect yourself. Okay, make sure if you're using the skill, make sure you're targeting yourself and then cast reflect, right? If you're using light curtain, then just try to, I would say count to 2, like 1 or whatever. What did I say, 1? I think I said 1, yeah. Just count to 1 and then reflect yourself. And then stand in the circle, like stand next to your reflect sphere. When you see the orange show up and then go away, move to your second orange. Wait for that orange to show up and then go away, and you've done your reflect mechanic. Like you're reflecting that damage back to the orb where it's coming from. And that's how that works. Okay? But that's at the end of the fight. That's not at the beginning. What you should have on right now, if you're using the skills, is a Lost Steel Sting or Spell Forge. If you're using Lost Reflect, that's at the end of the fight. Okay, a few general things to go over mechanic-wise. We're going to see a new Savage Mode bomb mechanic. In Savage Mode, the bombs can get tethered. So the mnemonic that we use is double or nothing, go big. Okay? For double, if both you and the bombs are tethered, you're going to big bomb. Nothing. If neither you nor the bombs are tethered, you're going to big bomb. Double or nothing, go big. In any other situation, you're going to a small bomb. So if only you or only the bombs are tethered, you're going to small bomb. Don't worry too much about memorizing that. I'm still going to call it out in the fight, but that's just keep that in mind. That's the mnemonic that you do. Double or nothing, go big. There's a Mystadio mechanic. There's 2 Mystadio mechanics in here. Both of them happen pretty much the same way. You're going to absorb 2 hits with the safe side of your Mystadio. So the safe quarter of that 3-quarter circle, you're going to point that opening towards the gunner in the middle first. And then once you take that queen shot, you're going to rotate to point it towards the turret on the side, the east or west sides, okay? They shoot in parallel lines that overlap slightly on each other, so make sure you're decisively in front of one or another, right? Point your opening towards the gunner first, wait for the queen shot, then rotate to point your opening towards the turret that you're lined up with, right? They come from the east and west walls, and they shoot in straight lines, so just expect that. Alright, and that should be it. If anyone has any questions, please ask. Other than that, team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks and report when you're ready. Yep, thank you. I'm gonna take care of it. Yeah, I did all of Slam Side with the overlay on, and it just covered everything. Didn't like that. Alpha ready, Bravo ready, Echo ready, Charlie ready, Foxtrot ready, Delta ready, all teams are ready. Go ahead, pop food. Pop food, pop food. All tanks turn on tank stance. When the 4 jump away and only the 2 show up, all tanks will turn off tank stance except for Hex 1 and Hex 2. All tanks tank stance is on. Stand by for countdown, 30 on the board. Okay, we are using our lost actions here. Since this is an AE situation at the beginning, just use your lost actions right away. Don't wait for any like burst phase or anything, because we're all kind of screwed up here. So just pop your lost actions and AE these down. 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Use your last action, please. Just go immediately into your burst. Blade Wides are going out. The 15-second mitigation should cover tanks. Both of them. Alright, good job with DPS. All tanks turn off your tank stance except for Hex 1 and Hex 2. Let's get that warrior to the wall first. Let's get that knight to the middle. Stand by for in-one side. We are on yellow. Give everyone Steel Sting. They are invulnerable to spell damage. Alright, everyone gets yellow. Alright, first bomb mechanic. It is Shield Omen. This is a knock away mechanic from the center. You want to aim yourself 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. Bombs are tethered. Tethers will be going to big after the knockback. find the tether, aim yourself where you did. so guess I'll call that out. Alright. If you're alive, make sure you loot both chests. Your second chest with that hand token is courtesy of your cleared duelist and the sat or no day. So make sure you take that hand token and clap. For Anla, thank you Anla for getting everyone their hand token. And go ahead and make your way to Phantom. It's a 4-day, by the way. And by that, I mean I'm gonna pull over to 4, and then we're gonna have to run over to 1. Anchor just means that they've done it before.
Maybe you can psych out your luck. If you just believe the whole raid up to that point is going to be one thing, and then just change your mind last second.
Psych! You know what? I should do that when I'm trying to res someone. Yeah, this one's gonna work. Watch. Just kidding. All right, this one's gonna work. Alright, next one for sure. Alright, next one for sure.
It's not gonna be the next one.
Yeah, I'll leave. I'm jinxing it apparently. Sometimes it's like that though. Just gotta get them up. That's all it is. Sometimes it's like this, folks. Just gotta take it in stride. I think our record is like 60 attempts on a corpse. I don't know. We can always check logs. I don't know if this actually shows up in logs though.
Isn't my tank again?
7 people. 35. You're officially not allowed to complain until you hit 60. Oh, there we go. See, we got lucky. Right, 8th time's the charm. 8th person's the charm, rather. Alright, make sure you loot both chests before leaving this area. Gosh. Alright. Yeah, luck is a part of skill, right? That's what what's his name? Joseph Jokestar says.
I mean, it's right. It's true. He's, well, I'm but right.
Right, I'm sure. Okay, we're gonna go for all tanks. Make sure you turn your tank stances off, and thank you for taking the previous encounter. I'll resume tanking from here on out until Queen, and then we do special things with Queen. Okay, not a whole lot to talk about here. I'm just gonna pull over at 4 at the end of a 30-second countdown, and we're just gonna go. Let me make sure everyone's here. Foxtrot ready. Charlie ready. Delta ready. Bravo ready. Echo ready. Stand by for Alpha team. Alpha is ready. All teams are ready. I'm going to pull over 4. We're gambling on uptime here. Stand by for countdown 30 on the board. We're going to be pulling over to 4 here. And then hopefully we have to walk down 4, but it's like a 50-50 chance. It's a coin toss. And for some reason, I keep failing this coin toss, but maybe today we will. When did I last call this for? I think it was like either New Year's Eve or
I think it
Christmas
was.
Eve.
I think it was.
Go ahead and use your lost actions here. Don't pop anything new. Or don't. If you want to see Ice Fire Chesapeake. Raid by going out. Alright, 1 or 4. What's it gonna be? We're looking for Circle Donut. Oh my god, I called it! You know what? I'm psychic. I'm not unlucky at this point, I'm just psychic. Oh, thanks for the rescue. We're just gonna walk with this donut. The purple showing up is the snapshot, and not when the orange goes away. Been seeing a lot of people get clipped by this thing. These guys are going too fast. Don't pop death wall. We're waiting for Bravo to stop flashing. Alright, going to Bravo. After this Exo Flare passes us, we're gonna go back into Alpha. Alright, back into Alpha now. We're just gonna hang out here for a few seconds. Alright, we're gonna wait for 3 flashes on Bravo. Then we're gonna go Bravo. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and switch lanes. We're gonna wait for 3 flashes on Alpha. Then we're gonna go back into Alpha. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Here. Yo, where's my banish, Kagu? No banished? Did you forget? Oh, you didn't forget. You just didn't bring it on purpose. Alright, just kill the red. Just kill the bloody race. Heal up the misty race. Next second raid. If your target dies, make sure you move towards the next target. Okay, don't assume that it's being handled. Because sometimes we have the last and final wave. Sometimes we have that, and then we get close to hitting a major because everyone thinks everyone else is going to do something. Interrupt the middle boss. Alright. I don't think we're going to see ice spikes at this rate because I'm using my lost actions. Nope. Ice spikes denied, friends. Alright, good job. Oh, we might do this one. Alright, we're gonna get knocked back from Charlie. Just kidding, it's over. Alright, check for dead before running off. There are traps up ahead. Sweep through. Go ahead and activate perception, and you're gonna be sweeping the traps on the way down to TA. I don't see any dead books here. Alright, good job. One day we're just gonna do Dead Silent Phantom. Alright, do not auto run, do not auto brain. Mindfully, manually make your way down to TA. Do not take flying corners, especially after the stairwell. There is a trap in that small hallway there. Don't just blindly walk into it. Right? Make sure you look into that before making a movement in. Good job. Alright, let's take 5 here, or 3 minutes rather. Go ahead and if you guys take a bio break, go ahead and do bio, and we'll reconvene in 3 minutes.
Blizzard bans Chinese players from participating in Hearthstone events. Chinese player comments. We always put our players first. First place in the block list. The player's money is in the first place. The player is then the penultimate place. We always put the players, parentheses, money first. We used to lament that Blizzard can use 10 years to make a CG. Did not expect it also can use 20 years to tell a joke. Now Blizzard is not the original group of people, and the initial idea is gone. Order a cup of Blizzard green tea, bitch. Slowly sip, slowly savor. I love these guys, they're great.
Sports ball. Oh, is that happening this weekend? I thought that was next weekend. Okay. Let's do a team leads. Go ahead and run a ready check. If someone is reporting that they are not back and they've cleared already, you can tell because they've got proper prefixes in Discord. They've got a C next to their name. Just count them as here. I just want to take attendance just so like the people who need explanations are here to hear them. So if someone who is fresh or hasn't gotten past like 5 TA, then just let us know and we'll wait. Okay, Alpha, Charlie, Delta. Standing by for Bravo, Echo. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So Echo, we're standing by for Echo. Looks like Bravo, Echo, and Foxtrot.
小逼崽子，你真没见过黑社会啊！操你妈！
Hai vụ á, mày có chân á, tao bắn mày á, mày tưởng mày ăn hiếp nhân dân là tại nhân dân không có súng ở đây, tất cả cũng sao được.
干嘛跟我有比划？操你
Mày
妈！
chết mày cho mày chửi thầy tao bắn mày á. Mày thấy cái này là gì không? Súng không ơi.
操你妈！我也搞个比划，什么叫黑手？
Đâu mày chửi thầy con cặc, đâu mày nói chuyện vô dân quá.
操
Mày coi chừng mày chết với tao rồi mày.
操你妈小逼崽子，你真没见过黑社
Có
会
súng đây
啊！
nè.
操
I remember
Hai
when
vụ á,
TA was
mày
the
có chân á, tao
wall.
bắn mày á, mày tưởng mày ăn hiếp nhân
And
dân là
after
tại
our
nhân dân
first
không có súng ở
clear,
đây, tất cả cũng sao được.
干嘛跟我有比划？
We were just like
Mày
stuck
chết
on
mày cho mày. Mày
TA
chửi thầy tao bắn mày á.
for like 2 months.
It was
Mày thấy cái này
months.
là gì
Yeah.
không? Súng không ơi.
Yeah, 2 or 3 months until Zadner happened, and like
Đâu
we
mày
got
chửi thầy
like
con cặc, đâu
like
mày nói chuyện
more
vô dân
tools.
quá.
操
Mày coi chừng
And
mày
that
chết
was
với tao
back
rồi
when
mày.
you were running like every day.
操
too.
你
every
妈
day.
小逼
Yeah,
崽
that
子
was！
你
every
真没
day
见过
at
黑社会
9:30.
啊！
Show
操
up.
你妈！
Hai vụ á, mày có chân á, tao bắn mày á, mày tưởng
Now it's not so
mày
much
ăn
of a
hiếp nhân
wall.
dân là tại nhân dân không có súng ở đây.
Well, I don't know. Maybe
你真没见过黑社
maybe
会
my
啊！
perception is warped because I've been blessed
Hai
with
vụ á, mày có chân á, tao
with
bắn mày á, mày
clues
tưởng
a lot.
mày ăn hiếp nhân dân là tại nhân dân không có súng
But I
ở
feel
đây,
like
tất
TA
cả
is no
cũng sao
longer
干
được.
嘛
the
跟我
challenge.
有比划？
I mean, it's still a challenge. Don't get me
Mày chửi
wrong.
thầy tao bắn mày á.
And it runs do end here.
Mày thấy cái này là gì không? Súng không ơi.
操你妈！我也搞个比划，什么叫黑手？
But
Đâu
back
mày chửi thầy con
back in the
cặc,
day
đâu mày nói
when
chuyện
like
vô
all
dân quá.
runs were
Mày
ending
coi
here.
chừng mày chết với tao rồi mày.
操你妈小逼崽
That was
子
rough.！
你真没见过黑社
Có
会
súng đây
啊！
nè.
操你妈！
Hai vụ á, mày có chân á, tao bắn mày á, mày tưởng mày ăn hiếp nhân dân là tại nhân dân không có súng ở đây, tất cả cũng sao được.
干嘛跟我有比划？
Let's see. Bravo's ready.
Mày chửi thầy
Is
tao bắn mày á.
Foxtrot.
Mày thấy cái này là gì không? Súng không ơi.
操你妈！我也搞个比划，什么叫黑手？
Đâu mày chửi thầy con cặc,
Echo.
đâu mày nói
Okay,
chuyện vô
all
dân
teams
quá.
are
Mày
ready.
coi chừng mày chết với tao rồi mày.
操你
Okay,
妈小逼崽
I'm
子！
just gonna
你真
go
没
through
见过黑社
what
会
I have in
啊！
full host
操
plan.
你妈！
Hai
So
vụ
if you
á,
want to follow
có chân á,
along,
tao bắn mày á, mày tưởng
feel
mày
free. But if not, no big deal. All right, welcome to Trinity of Val. This is, I guess this is the hardest boss in the dungeon. I guess objectively speaking, runs end here more than they do end at Queen or Minotaur. So, yeah, okay, this is the hardest boss in this dungeon. That said, don't panic or anything like that. I'm gonna go over some things. If this is your first time here and you have no idea what I'm talking about, just try to remember what I said, and hopefully in the moment that you need the information, it'll click, okay? No big deal, it's okay. I'm gonna explain some call-out related stuff. I'm not gonna go through the full fight. It's really just best to learn with your body. Sword call-outs. So, for the sword mechanic, on the field, there are 4 squares marked 1, 2, 3, and 4. One of those will be safe one of those will be safe and completely free of cleaves. I have to say that slowly. Free of cleaves. However, just like in normal mode, we'll have to get hit by at least 1, maybe 2 swords, depending on the situation. Get hit by 1 sword at a time. All 4 possible temperatures go out at the same time. So what you do is get to the safe square and identify which sword you need to get hit by. The temperatures will show up over your head, over the clone heads. Find which clone is going to give the temperature you need to resolve your mechanic. Then from the safe spot, take 1 step north-south into that slash area. Okay? You don't want to go diagonal to the safe spot, because diagonal to the safe spot is going to be 2 slashes at the same time, and you will die. Okay, you will die if you go diagonal to the safe spot. Just figure out the safe spot. Take a second. Look that you want to get hit by. Then move into that clone's slash area by moving like in the direction north, south, east, or west of the safe spot, whatever that safe spot is. Alright, that's gonna happen a couple times in the fight, so just kind of try to keep that in mind. For the first half of this fight, for the first 3 weapon sequences, you want to get your overhead temperature even neutral by the end of the mechanic. Okay, so just like in normal mode, if you remember this fight, you had to get hit by stuff. You wanted to adjust your overhead temperature to be at 0 by the end of the mechanic. Same thing happens here for the first 3 weapon sequences, okay? You want to be at neutral by the end. Second 3 weapon sequences, you want to be opposite your elemental brand debuff. You're going to get the debuff after the cast of elemental brand. You're going to check your debuff area. Okay, if you don't know where that is, if you're not used to looking for that, take a second right now to open up your HUD layout and make sure you understand where your personal debuffs are showing up, okay? Make the icons big if necessary, right? You're going to have to look at that and try to understand what's going on there. Identify what that debuff is. It's going to be like -2 cold brand or +2 hot brand or something like that, okay? Maybe not those numbers, but it's going to be in the range of -2 to +2, okay? You're going to get 1 of 4 different debuffs. So identify what that is, and whatever that is, we have to finish, you have to finish your personal mechanic. Your overhead temperature needs to be opposite whatever you got during elemental brand, okay? So for example, if during sword phase, if during the second sword phase rather, I get a 2 hot over my head and a debuff of +2 hot brand, that means I need to get hit by 2 cold twice. So for swords, I would look for the first 2 cold clone, get hit by that, and then when the second swords come out, I get hit again by 2 cold, opposite my brand in that situation, okay? So for the second sword pattern, be aware that you might have to get hit 2 different times to make it work, okay? Similarly for the second bolt pattern, you might have to get hit by nothing, okay? Like I could get a +1 hot brand over my head and a -1 cold brand. Like that's possible for arrow phase. That means I have to get hit by nothing, okay? Find the empty square and apply the arrow logic, movement logic, and that's your target square, okay? And that's how that works. Quick march. There are quick march mechanics in this fight. There's exactly 3. 2 times you see quick march, you want to start on the 3 square right in the middle where TA is right now, and you want to start there and you want to just aim your quick march towards the place that resolves your mechanic, okay? So like for the boulder pattern, you want to aim it towards the boulder. For the first bolt pattern, you want to start at 3 and walk towards the safe column, away from the column of fire. And then the third one, you're already going to be in the safe columns. You want to get away from your target here, point your quick march towards it, and then let quick march take you to wherever your arrows going to land. Okay? It sounds like a lot, but I promise you, you have enough time to just kind of calm down and look at it, and then try to figure out what you need. Okay. And that's about it. T8 is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. If this is your first time here, listen to call out, do what you think you need to do. If you die here, it is not the end of the world. Just relax, don't get flustered, and learn from your death. You're not going to learn anything if you're here for the first time, stressed out, trying to do everything perfect when you have literally no experience, right? Like, no one's expecting that from you here, so don't expect that from yourself. If you take the L here, you're going to be on the ground, but you're still here, right? Just pay attention to what's going on around you and try to learn something, okay? No shame in dying at TA. It happens to everyone if they do this enough. If we wipe here, then we wipe, no big deal. I will not do another run, so if we wipe, that'll be the end of the run. Atma is going to lead another run later tonight, so I'll just kind of yield the floor to him. And also Highlander over in ABBA is also leading a run tonight, so pick your favorite host, I guess. I would recommend going back just because there's something good. But yeah, we're bros over with ABBA as well, so go to whatever you want to go to. But yeah, just kind of focus on what you need to do here, and if we don't make it, then we don't make it. No big deal. Life. All right, main Aether Shield tank. Go ahead and get your Aether Shield slotted in. And actually, I'm gonna also slide an Aether Shield. Go ahead and slide in your Aether Shield. Pseudo tanks, get your Lost Stone Skin 2 ready to go. And every glory of Boja cast. Pseudo tanks and tanks will Aether Shield and Stone Skin 2. If you happen to be running Stone Skin 2, you're gonna want to cast it before the blast goes out, and then cast it like once or twice afterwards to absorb some bleed ticks. Okay. And then if you're pseudo healing, go ahead and recharge on your Cure 4. It's a bad time to realize you're out of lost Cure 4 charges when you have to use it and nothing comes out. Okay. Because your team is already like about to die. So go ahead and recharge now. Alright, that's all I got. Team leads, go ahead. The ready checks, please. Report when ready. Yeah, we'll pop food when everyone's ready. We don't need a food buff when we're just waiting here for someone to get back from the bathroom or something. Charlie. Echo is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Pop food. Tank stance check. Tank stance on. All other tanks, make sure tank stance is off. Stand by for countdown. Put it on the board. I did. Okay, we're not going ahead of Alpha. We are not going ahead at all. I think we're all alive. Okay, all of our new folks, let's go back to the trap room here, please.
Or is it someone else? Will your lips taste the kiss of death?
Alright. All of our new folks and whoever else wants to participate, just hug up on this pink trap here. Don't actually jump on it. Just get as close as you can to the pink trap. Get close, get close, get close, get close, get close. Alright, what's about to happen on the count of 3, you're all gonna jump on it at the same time, and then you're gonna pop sprint and run, jump across the jump pad behind TA, and instead of going towards the queen, you're gonna go in between the gate bars in the middle. You're gonna go between the middle gate bars on the other side of the jump pad, okay? Anyone else on the way? No? Okay. On the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's go. I saw a lost swim. Can someone rescue? Oh, actually, you're not in. You're not in combat. I was gonna say rescue Luke. Oh, look at this. On Avant. Or not on Avant. Ethereal manipulation. And then recast sprint. This guy's nuts. And Luke is the winner. Alright. Sweep 3. Sweep 3. There are traps downstairs. We're going downstairs. We're not going to the queen. We're going downstairs. Sweep 3. Go ahead and sweep the traps. There's 2 in the room and 1 on the bridge. 2 in the room, 1 on the bridge. We're going downstairs. We're not going to the queen. We're going downstairs. Mindfully, manually make your way to the Minotaur. Alright, avoid that trap on the bridge. We'll pop it. Just go around it. We're not gonna pop it just yet. Alright, mini folks, at 15 seconds, your mini's gonna run out. You're gonna get a little bit of a speed boost, so don't try not to like speed boost into a trap. Alright, Kagu, go ahead and handle it. Alright. Let's get tank pairs on markers here. 2 tanks per marker. If you've never done this before, that's okay. Let today be the day that you learn. 2 tanks per marker, please. 2 tanks per marker. We've got 11 tanks, so don't be shy. There you go. Alright, good job. Okay, marked tanks are going to be primary add gates. Unmarked tanks are going to be trap sweepers for your tank partner, okay? You're going to sweep from... Sweepers are going to just walk with your tank partner to the next marker, and then from the next marker you're going to sweep, okay? So pay attention, try to make sure you remember who your tank partner is. Because I'm not going to remember it. Alright, let's get 4 dispellers and 4 reflectors. Just call it out. And if I don't see anyone, I'm just going to designate people. Four reflectors and 4 different people doing dispel. You're going to be doing reflect dispel mechanics during the ad phase. And again, if you've never done this before, lack of experience is not an excuse not to do something, so just volunteer for it. Well, if you're here for the first time, you're learning anyway, so. Okay, while that's being discussed, I'm going to talk about tank stuff. So, Stigma Lock board. I'm not going to pull this with a countdown or anything, okay? You want to slow burn Stigma Lock Lord, build up resources, build up gauge, whatever. At 70%, Stigma Lock Lord will jump to the middle, become untargetable, and then the ad phase starts. The ad phase is what's dangerous here, okay? We want to kill these ads as quickly as possible. We don't want to You don't want to kind of let them stay up as longer than necessary, okay? So the ads are going to come out, like right where I'm putting these markers. That's where your ad is going to show up, alright? So for tanks, specifically our hex tanks, our hex numbered tanks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. When the ad phase starts at 70% signal upgrade, you're going to jump to middle, become untargetable. When ad phase starts, turn on your tank stance. You're going to turn on your tank stance, and you're going to provoke your ad towards your number. Alright, so like number 1 tank, number 1. Ran it is going to provoke the ad on alpha towards 1, and then just follow up with a spam of lightning shot since you're a gunbreaker. And then like tanks 2, 3, and 4, same thing, okay? You're going to pull with provoke because it's 25 yards, and then you're going to follow up with your unmanned shield lob lightning shot tomahawk, okay? The reason I'm asking for provoke is because that's your longest range like threat tool, okay? What you don't want to do is try to provoke or try to pull with like lightning shot or whatever, realize you're out of range like too late, because by the time you realize it and you try to adjust, your ad has already walked off, okay? That's happened to me before. So just forward provoke and don't even worry about it. Forward provoke, but just follow up with your unmanned shield lob lightning shot tomahawk, and then walk your dog to the left, okay? You're gonna walk your ad clockwise around the outer ring. So tank, primary ad bait, and your trap sweep partner, both of you are gonna walk. Alright. So like for example, for tank pair on 3, so that's this Greater Stone, and I forget who your actually I didn't look who your partner is, but you both are gonna start on 3. Ad's gonna come out on Charlie. Both of you are gonna walk off this way. Okay, Greater Stone's gonna be spamming what do you have? Okay, lightning shot. And then your trap sweep partner is also going to be walking with you to 4. The floor is going to turn yellow. The yellow is going to go away. Your trap sweep partner is going to sweep from 4 to 1. Okay. So that's how that's going to work. So what I mean by sweep, you're going to pop sprint, pop invuln, similar to breaking into slime side. Pop sprint, pop invuln on the quarter lap, and that's trap sweep. Okay. So for any tank who has a question on what they need to do or want to verify like from which positions they do their thing, just please let me know. Okay, ask a question. Alright, now's the time to ask questions while we're not like actively pulling and trying not to die. Alright, let's take a look at reflectors and dispellers. Dispel, reflect, dispel, dispel, dispel. 4 dispels called out. Very good. Reflect, reflect. Let's get 2 more reflectors who are not dispellers. Reflect. Let's get 1 more reflect. 1 more reflect. Okay. Put somewhere. Solace Claw, did you call me? Oh, you called dispel. Okay, there we go with that. I don't want people to do both, okay? Because if there's a mishap and you call out, you're doing 2 things and you die, that's 2 things that we're now missing, okay? So I try not to have people like single, and it also takes away the chance for someone else to learn how to do it. So that's 2 reasons why I'm insisting on separate people doing separate, like focusing on specific things. So. Yeah, I generally won't ask people to double hat unless we're in like a low man situation or something. Alright, so reflectors and dispellers. You are not going to the outer ring, you're going to go into the inner ring for the ad phase. So when Stigma Awkward hits 70%, it'll jump to the middle, become untargetable. You dispellers and reflectors are going to go into the inner ring. Dispellers will dispel balls of earth. You're going to take a stone skin off of it and then you're going to hit it with a dot. Okay, or just give it a book slap or whatever. It needs to take some kind of damage before you resolve that mechanic. It needs to take at least like 100 points of damage or something like that. So dispel it, dispel the ball of earth, get rid of the stone skin, and then give it some damage, and that's the mechanic. Okay, that's going to happen every like 15 to 20 seconds. At the same time, ball of fire is gonna come out. That is for the reflectors, okay? All 4 of you just stand next to the ball of fire. It reflect on your person, on yourself, and reflect the ball of fire. Okay, I think it pulses like 2 or 3 times before it explodes and hits everyone with the doom stack. So just make sure you guys handle that. And that's about it. Are there any questions? Oh no, I'm not done yet. There's stuff that I have to go over. Okay, let's talk about. Let me show this screen too. Okay, let's talk about debuffs. Actually, before we do that, let's talk about the ad phase in general. Okay, for everyone else who is not assigned something specific here, when the ad phase starts at 70%, you're all just going to retreat to a number. Okay, doesn't matter what number, just pick a number and get over there. Alright, you can. I'll be describing from 3, for example, but you don't have to be on 3. Okay. Just pick whatever you're close to, get there, and you're going to be there until the first push pull. So you're going to be here for like a minute. Alright, I know it sucks if you're melee, but just make sure you're following instructions because like, I don't want you to die. Right? I don't want you to die, I don't want you to kill people next to you. So just make sure if you're not a tank, if you're not a healer or a reflector or dispeller or whatever, doing things in the inner ring, then you're on the number and you're going to sit here until the first push pull. Okay, so what that's going to look like for you is as follows, alright? You start the fight, Stigma Lord, slow burn down to 70%. At 70%, it jumps to the middle, becomes untargetable. Ads come out. You're going to see an ad show up on the letter in front of you. You're going to see a tank. Turn tank stance on, provoke, and the ad's going to start walking towards you. You guys are on a number, and you're not like running up and getting GCDs on the ad. You can like, if you're a samurai, you can like NP or whatever, but if you're a monk, just chill out. Like, I don't think you have a range solution, you just suck it up. But yeah, you can like if you're ranged or a caster, just start doing damage on it. That's fine. But just the important thing is to stay on your number wherever you are. Stay on your number. You're gonna see your ad, your tank ad bait person. They're gonna walk off to the left. Don't follow them. Okay, stay on your number. You're gonna see another tank coming from your right with an ad in tow. Do not run up to that ad and start getting GCDs on it. Stay on your number. Okay. You're gonna see the floor turn yellow. Stay on your number. You're gonna see the yellow go away. You're still on your number. Okay. You're gonna see a unmarked tank pop sprint, pop invuln, and run off to the left. Don't follow them, okay, because they're popping a trap. Stay on your number. You're gonna see another tank coming from your right. Okay, don't run up to them and give them a high five or whatever. Just stay on your number, okay? You're gonna get one of 2 debuffs of concern. That is the push-pull thing. Alright, you're gonna resolve your push-pull in your notch because you're already in the right place. You're just gonna get pulled or pushed across this notch. And then you're gonna scatter, okay? You stay on your number until the first push-pull happens. Once you resolve your push-pull, you go away. Alright, yeah, okay, no, that's okay, it's okay. Alright, so, it took me, speaking of push-pull, it took me a couple attempts on this fight. It took me like 5 wipes to like really grok what the debuffs mean, okay? If you get the debuff with lines, that is a pull-in effect, okay? It happens across this notch. So you want to start off from the outside and get pulled in. If you get the debuff with the pink cloud and you getting pushed back, that is a knockback. You're getting pushed back, okay? Again, across the notch. If you're out here, you're going to get knocked into the death ball, or either way, so make sure you're not going to be doing damage on it. So it took me, like I said, 5 different runs to understand those icons, because for a long time I was like looking at the icon and I was panicking, like, what do I do? So this is how I remember, okay? Hopefully this helps you remember too. If you get the debuff with lions, Minotaur Lord, if you get the debuff with lions, Minotaur Lord is eating spaghetti. You're getting sucked in. If you get the debuff with a pink cloud. Okay, after dinner, Minotaur Lord is blowing out cigar smoke. You're getting pushed out. Alright, hopefully that helps people remember, especially first timers, like what you need to do. Okay? If not, then figure out your own way of remembering it, because you're gonna have to, especially for the first time it comes out, it's gonna happen, it's gonna resolve right away. Now you understand? Good. I'm glad. Okay, that's all I got. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks, please. Report when ready. Alright, all tanks turn off your tank stands. All tanks Stigma Lock Lord in the beginning. And then our numbered tanks are going to turn on when the ad phase starts. Alpha ready, Charlie ready, Delta ready, Bravo ready, Echo ready, staying by 4. Foxtrot. Foxtrot is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. I know this isn't an enraging encounter, but let's have some dupes for the ad phase because it's pretty dangerous. Don't use any lost actions for the main boss itself. But feel free to use it for the ad because we want those ads to die quickly. Alright, stand by. Actually, there's no countdown. We're just gonna go. Build up gauge here unless you're a marked tank. If you're a marked tank, feel free to go hand here. But everyone else just build up gauge because you want dupes for the ads. Okay. You can take a small buster here, stand clear. Find your arms length surecast. Arms length surecast now. Triple whack coming out. Get ready to dodge. The closer you are, the better. Just dodge that. Alright. 1,000 tongue swing coming out. That's a 20 yard circle. Alright, get away from this. And tank kills, get to your numbers because it's time to do stuff. Alright, tank kills, get to your number. It's time to do things. Alright, numbered tanks, turn on your tank stance. Go ahead and provoke your ad. Provoke your ad. Alright, and take your dog for a walk. You're going left, clockwise and on the outside. Just keep spamming your ranged threat tool, okay? Now, get to a safe spot. Unmarked trap sweepers, pop sprint, pop in bomb, run the quarter lap. Debuffs of concern are going out. Please note what you have. Resolve your debuff, resolve your debuff, resolve your debuff. Alright. And scatter. Get into a notch, get into a notch. Does not matter which side, get into a notch. Alright, keep going. Scatter, spread out, try not to cover the entire walkway with puddles, okay? Debuffs of concern are coming back out. They're not going to resolve right away. Just identify what you got. Get ready to duck into a notch. Duck into a notch. Duck into a notch. Does not matter which side. Alright, get out. Puddles are coming out. Try not to cover the walkway with them. Alright. Ball is up. Respect the ball, please. That still needs to be reflected. Alright, tank stand check. Go ahead and turn off your tank stance and good job, everyone. Alright, puddles, go away. Don't drop that next to the boss. Just go away. 1,000 ton swing coming out. Once again, this is a untelegraphed 20-yard circle around the boss. Go away. Okay. Alright, take all that shit out. There's gonna be 3 more. Take the second out. Make sure you keep moving as you're dropping your puddle, by the way. Don't just stand there, because... Alright, go away. You know what that means, go away. Alright, come back in, dodge your triple whack. gonna take a buster towards Alpha here in a second. Stand back for arm's length sure cast. Arm's length sure cast now. Alright, got triple whack. Finish it up. Okay, don't go ahead of one. Do not go ahead of one. We're not going to the queen just yet. Let's get all of our dead people up first. Once again, we are following the res protocol here. And thank you to our tanks, by the way, who did special things on the outer ring. Excuse me. You did good. Everyone. Oh, did I leave the thing up? I did, didn't I? Whoops, my bad. I'm trying something different with my Twitch stream and it's just... I'm failing at it.
Trust.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out, but that's my local issue. That's not a raid issue. Alright, we're still rezzing, folks. We'll just sit tight here. Shout out to healers, by the way. I haven't said this lately, but thank you for coming along as a healer, objectively spending more in resources than everyone else. Specifically on resin. Like, I only asked for healers to bring like 3 reses, so beyond that, that's something that they're choosing to do. So make sure you guys thank your heroes.
No more ends! Fuck off!
Alright. I think that's everyone.
Jesus Christ!
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, make sure you loot your chest here before going forward to the queen. Let's all take a trip towards the queen room now. It's just LB. Tank LB, nice. Yeah, we lose it here anyway, so. Alright, go ahead and enjoy that cutscene. Super chest cheat sheet. I don't know. I mean, if you scroll up and read text chat, like the JoJo put it there, I guess the last time they were in here. I don't refer to it though, because I just call it out. Different spots, oh yeah. I don't know, not that big of a deal. Okay, I think are we all done with cutscenes? Yes, we are. Okay, welcome to the final fight in this dungeon. I'm gonna pull up full post plan so I don't forget things. We are content respecting today. So let's see. I'm gonna exercise host privilege in B2. You can be 1, and you can be 3. Alright. So the way this is gonna work, we're gonna content respect the buster. So Vash is gonna pull. And you're gonna take the first hit of the first buster. I will take the second hit, and then Rashmagendo will be provoking off of me after I take.
Rash is a white mage.
Oh, okay. Not bad. I ran it then. Yeah, thanks for the catch.
The moment you mentioned that, I was really confused on what you were going for.
Oh,
I was thinking it was as example. Not so confused.
Oh no, I was like, I thought you were. I guess I didn't say tank silver on the left. I forgot to say that. But okay. Anyway. All right. So it looks like you got an actual tank. This is number 3. So we're gonna tank swap 1, 2, 3. Aranith's gonna carry it after the first cleansing slash. After this one, we're gonna go backwards, so 3, 2, 1, because Ranith's already tanking. So Ranith will take the first hit, I'll provoke during the cast, I'll take the second hit, and then Vash will take over after that. And then for the final tank swap again, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Alright, so if you want to think of it on a high level kind of way, it's gonna be tanks 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 3. That's how that's gonna work for the cleansing slashes, okay? Alright, we're gonna content respect that, so do anticipate and bet. Yeah, you're a Dark Knight, Ren, for a Gunbreaker. Yeah, I guess Super Bull Light if you want, but I'm still gonna provoke off you. Just for practice, so. Alright, that's what we're doing for that.
So you want to do it normal as in just mid, have the healers to soon off the doom.
Yeah, I kind of want the practice, like the healers to also practicing that. Right. So I would encourage Aranith to not invuln that. Just use your mitigations and Bloodstorm's things. Alright, so let's talk about reflectors and dispellers. Just like Minotaur, I'm going to ask for 4 people to call out reflect, 4 different people to call out dispel. Okay, it can be the same as last time, just call it out again. In addition, if you are in possession of a light curtain, ideally 2, but at least 1, you're now also a assistant reflector. Okay, there are 2 reflect mechanics and dispel mechanics that happen in this fight. What's in this? Yeah, man. Alright. Dispel, reflect, dispel, reflect, reflect, reflect. Let's get 2 more dispellers. Because it's very possible that like a mechanic will like eat a couple people here, especially if I call it wrong. So want quadruple redundancy, and if beyond that we still fail a reflect or whatever, then that's just that's just how it goes. Let's get 1 more dispeller. There we go. Alright, thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Remind reflect. Okay, so at 2 points in this fight, you're going to be reflecting a lightning orb. Okay, so the way reflect works in this fight, all of you are going to reflect the same thing. Okay, trying to reflect a gigantic lightning orb that's going to appear off the ground at the same height as these like the letters and numbers on these markers. Okay, that's why I have like 1 Alpha, Bravo, and 2 are off the center, because that's where the lightning orb is going to show up if it shows up on that tile. Okay, it may or may not. Just general direction for that. For reflectors, pick an orb that looks like it's going to be like as close to the middle as possible. If the raid is split, right? If it's like a split decision, then smaller team, figure out who you are and go join the larger team, right? Try not to insist on your orb being the correct one, because like if you don't have enough people and you fail to do like enough reflect damage, like you're not going to kill the orb, and then you're just going to die, okay? So just try to work with the raid. If you're in the smaller team, go join the larger team with your reflect on and help out reflecting the orb. Okay. Once that happens, if you're not reflecting, if you have like no tool, like I don't have any light curtains or anything, if you're not reflecting, just go away. Right? Don't get zapped by a lightning orb. At the same time that's happening, dispellers, you're gonna dispel 4 buffs off the queen. There's 4 buffs on the queen, there's 4 of you. Don't assume that you only need to dispel once and you're done, okay? Keep dispelling until all the buffs are gone. Because your fellow dispellers might actually be dead or something, like you don't know. So just keep dispelling until all the buffs are gone. And then once the reflect mechanic is done, there's gonna be like a shell, just duck underneath that shell, and that is the reflect dispel mechanic. Okay? Everyone ducks into the shell that shows up after a lightning orb is killed via reflect damage. Okay, tanks. I already talked about tank stuff. Super chest. Okay, so there's a so-called super chest strat or super chest mechanic in this fight that also happens 2 times, and it happens the same way both times. Okay. The general way that works is there's going to be a safe spot either dead north or dead south on this tile that I'm jumping on. Wherever that is, you want to finish on that square after 2 different movement edicts. Okay, you're going to get 2 debuffs with 2, 3, or 4. They're going to be 2 different debuffs. You want to walk out your first, like when you get the first number, you want to walk out those squares. You want to wait for the stun that happens. And then the second movement, you want to ideally like walk far enough so that you land on the safe spot, right? So the way we do that here, without like having everyone do their own like mental map and like figure all that stuff out for yourself, we do the wall strat, and I use the right wall facing the safe spot for the wall strat. Okay, so the way this is going to work is as follows. When super chest is starting, the first thing that's gonna show up is the safe spot. You want to identify that safe spot, and you want to start running in the opposite direction. Okay, you want to start on the other wall, the safe spot from where the safe spot is. So if the safe spot shows up dead north, like the tile behind the queen right now, you want to start running to this south wall. Right? If the safe spot shows up down here, you want to run to the north. Right? So as we're running, I'm gonna look around and check the side pawns. If there's going to be pawns on the side, I'm going to be quickly panning my camera, taking a look, and we're going to make an assessment. The wall and the back are safe or not safe. I'm going to make a call out. Okay, so it might something like this. If the safe spot shows up dead north, we're going to be running to the south. I'm going to look around and I'll make a judgment. Wall is safe, back is safe. The next thing I'm going to say is like 6s in the corner, 7s on Delta, 5s on like 2 or Alpha or Charlie or something like that. When I'm talking about 5, 6s or 7s, those 2 debuffs that I mentioned earlier, you're gonna add up the numbers on those debuffs. You're gonna result with a sum. You're gonna come up with a result of 5, 6, or 7. Okay. Based on what that sum is for you, I am giving you directions as to where to stand. Okay, so when I say 7s on Delta, if you have if you add up your debuff numbers and result in a sum of 7, you're going Delta. Okay, 6s in the corner, 7s on Delta, 5s on 2, where the queen is, or Alpha or Charlie. Whatever. It depends on this side pawns. Okay. Another combination might be as follows. If the safe spot's down here or down south, we're running to the north. As we're running to the north, I'm looking around, and maybe this time I'm saying the wall and back are not safe. 5s and 2s, 6s to the left of 2, 7s to the left of 6s. When I say to the left, I mean to the left facing the safe spot. So the safe spot is down here. You guys are running up to 2. You're going to turn your camera, face the safe spot. 5s on 2, 6s to the left of 2, which is over here. And then 7s to the left of 6s, which should be like over here based on like from 2, if that makes sense. So just be prepared for something like that. A lot of first timers will eat it on the first one, and then like I think once you see it once, it'll make sense. So don't be too don't get too depressed if you read it. If you, excuse me, yeah. So to continue, you're gonna go to the safe spot that I direct you guys to go to, and if you already know how to solve it for yourself, you just do whatever. But if you don't know, just follow directions. Okay, once you get in place, you're gonna wait until a number shows up over your head. You're gonna get a number 2, 3, or 4 over your head. So what you want to do when that number shows up, you want to walk towards the right down the safe column. It's gonna be alpha. Like if you're starting on the south wall, for example, we're gonna walk towards the right, towards the alpha or Charlie column, whatever is safe. And then when you run out of space, like if the next tile is a death wall, then you start going down the wall. Okay. You want to walk out 2, 3, or 4. Right? You might be like, don't think that like if you're a 7, you're starting on Delta, that when it's time to walk, you don't want to walk all 7 steps. That's not how that works. You want to obey the number that's over your head. So that's going to be 2, 3, or 4. You're going to walk 2, 3, or 4 squares towards the right, then down the wall, and then you're going to wait. Stun. Okay. Wait for that stun to happen. When the stun goes away, you're going to get the second number to show up. Just immediately go to the safe spot. Okay? Doesn't matter what that number is. Just go to the safe spot. That is super chest. That's going to happen 2 times. So just pay attention to that. Wiggle check, by the way. Don't get AFK good. Because sometimes we'll be people really messed up. Okay. Possible relentless tube curse pattern might happen. So let's just talk about that now. During the fight, there's going to be a specific relentless play mechanic. Relentless tube is what we call it. That's going to be, the queen will slash through the arena 2 times. The first time will come from a diagonal position. She's going to cleave half the arena from a diagonal position. The second slash will come from a cardinal direction, random cardinal direction. Okay, north-south, north through south, south through north, west through east, east through west, whatever. She's going to cleave half the arena at the same time. Okay. The first slash comes from a diagonal and cleaves through half the arena. That's going to happen in conjunction with knockback orb. Okay, you saw that earlier in the Queen's Guard fight. Normally, you would want to position yourself 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight, and then get knocked away. Right? You don't want to travel with the orb. You want to get knocked away, like towards the knight, but not like in line with the knight. However, it is possible that the queen will cleave through the majority of the safe spot. Right? If that happens, I'm gonna make a call out like knight is left of center, or not excuse me, knight is left of corner or right of corner, like wherever it's coming from. Whatever that is, if it's a cursed pattern, the queen will cleave through like the area we would normally get knocked into. So you have to actually get knocked like 95 degrees into the safe spot. You want to get knocked away out of range of the queen and out of range of the orb. Okay, I'll make a call out like knight is left of corner or right of corner. If the queen shows up and she's ready to cleave through like the majority of that safe spot, you want to get like knocked away. If knight is left of corner, you want to get knocked away like 95 degrees to the left. Okay. If the knight is right of corner, you want to get knocked away 95 degrees to the right. Something like that. Okay. There's no like telegraph or anything for the safe spot, so just be prepared to like kind of figure it out there. Right? I give a hint by calling out if the knight is left or right of corner. The second slash comes from the cardinal direction, so straight north-south or east-west or whatever. She's cleaving through a random half. That is happening in conjunction with untethered soldiers. Untethered soldiers, Growl lost a healer. Well, no, it's just too bad. Untethered soldiers are the safe spot. They're not gonna jump or anything. Okay. So just figure out which pawns are not tethered. The queen might slash through the majority of the safe spot. Just be prepared, pop sprint, and hustle over to whatever safe. That one's a little bit easier because like the queen's slash aligns with the grids on the ground, and also like the possible safe spot candidates are outlined because that AE shows up. So that's a little bit easier to handle. But the possible double curse is that both of those slashes like are just really bad combinations. So that's possible Relentless 2 curse pattern. Alright, finally, let's talk about murder chest, because this is the first mechanic that we see like 30 seconds into the fight after the first raid wipe. What happens there, right, is that like we have to resolve a north swing glow and like a chest march. Like they're all gonna kind of move at the same time and explode at the same time. We might have only like 3 half squares of safe spot to ride that out. Okay, the way to do that mechanic is as follows. The arena will convert from a circle to a square, just like what you see out here. East and west chess pieces show up first. Okay, you want to identify the east and west chess pieces. They're going to be pointing into the board. Those rows that they're going to walk into will not be safe. Okay? Then a number of dots are going to show up on those pawns. That's how many steps into the board they're going to march. Those columns will not be safe. Finally, north swing glow will show up on the board. That's the 3 dots. They go into the lines wherever the lines merge. The 2 big circles show up and cleave the arena. We want to start moving away as soon as we realize which direction the north swing glow is coming from. So for example, if it's coming from alpha and is forcing us towards the 1 column, the front half of the 1 column is not safe. The back half is safe. Okay? The reason that's important is because if this west chess piece goes in 1 tile, this entire back row or back column is not safe, and therefore we only have 3 half squares of safe spot. Okay? I'll still try to tell you guys like where to go for that. Hopefully I don't kill people. Sometimes I call it wrong. But yeah, just kind of pay attention to all that stuff. That's gonna happen like in the first 30 seconds of the fight. Okay. That's all I got. Let's get shells out if it's not already. If you need shell, get behind the purple line. If you have shell, get in front of the purple line. Team leads, once you see all that, just go ahead and run your raid checks report when ready. I know we lost some people due to AFK kick. It is what it is. You can't like rescue them or whatever, so just deal with it. All right. While shells and raid checks are going out, I want to shout out all the people who helped out make this run happen. So our banisher is Kaguya, so thank you for attempting to bring banish. Let's have our sweeps 2 and 3. So Sasaku, thank you for running sweep 2 and revealing traps on the way down to TUA. Bex Rel, Sweep 3, thank you for revealing traps on the way to Minotaur. Our duelist, Amasan Arinode, thank you for putting duel and getting everyone their hand token. Our Flare Star, Blue Linking Feather, thank you for running Flare Star for the raid. Our 2 renders, Huge Mungus Galcut and Izumi Midori, thank you for handling Rens 1 and 2. Our Golem Side Lead, Ranith Raspberry, thank you for leading Golem Side through the encounter. Thank you to our team leads, Alpha Team Maximus Tigris, Bravo Team Roxazo Soteria, Charlie Team Melanie Mochi, Delta Team Off-Rim Stormborn, Echo Team Volker Hawk, and Foxtrot Team Shiro Sakoda. And finally, thank you guys for being here today on this Saturday morning run. Could have chosen to do anything else with your time, but you're here with us and with me as your host, so appreciate your trusting me with your time, and hopefully I made something useful out of it. And hopefully you got something out of your time today. So win or lose, thank you for coming, and yeah, let's see if we're ready. Foxtrot. Oh, do we need a backup to the spell or reflect? Okay. Foxtrot ready, Alpha ready, Charlie ready, Delta ready. Standing by for, looks like Echo and Bravo. Alright, Bravo is ready, Echo is ready. All teams are ready. For the final time in this dungeon, go ahead and pop food. Pop food, take a hit, whatever. Alright. Good job. Congratulations. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy that cutscene. You don't need to turbo out of that. Okay. The rest of this raid is optional. So if you got places to be, I know some people want to dip. That's up to you guys, and thank you guys for coming. But if you want to stick around, we're gonna do a few social things here. We're gonna take a picture against the back wall. We're gonna res everyone first, and then we're gonna take a picture against the back wall, and then we're gonna do our dog walk in Sargatanas. So all things in order. Yeah, if you gotta go, then thank you for coming. Yeah, all this after this is completely optional.
Boy, I usually make like a mistake once in a blue moon, but I made a ton today.
Man, you haven't slept, dude.
Oh.
No one's expecting perfection, man. It's okay.
No, that's true. That's true.
I'm gonna.
No, it's just
up after
caught
you're
me
done.
off guard.
Or I'm gonna pick that corpse up after you're done. Oh yeah. Not punished.
I need you to teach me how to dodge the doom on that knuckle. It never works for me.
It's easy. You just slot in lost sacrifice and use it. Isn't that how it works for everyone? Isn't that how it works for everyone? No, there's
If
a hidden.
You don't believe in the tank privilege. You
Yeah, there's a hidden for people who don't know. There's a hidden interaction.
We still have one more dead body, by the way. We still have one more dead.
All right. So go ahead and get your G poses and stuff on. I'm gonna G pose here and take a picture of our achievement. So, as I understand it, there are some runs out there that like require proof or whatever. Oh, you guys already did that. Nice. So you can feel free to use this as proof of your clear. Oh, that's a decent. That's a nice little amount of clears. First time clears there. Good to see. Alright, I'm gonna post this picture in Victory Lap on Discord, so...
Oh, we still have one more dead body.
And it is... going up. It'll be up eventually. Alright. Go ahead and finish up your G poses. Just let me get rid of this. Yeah, not a problem. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is go to Sargatanas Dome and Enclave. So go ahead and finish up your G pose and depart from instance. And then we're gonna meet up at Sargatanas Dome and Enclave. And if you happen to be out in Twitch land following along, feel free to join us in celebrating our first time clears.
Shit.
So if this is your first clear, go to Sargatanas Dome and Enclave.
What the fuck?
If this is a re-clear for you, or if you're joining from Twitch, go to the place and do the thing.
Test. It's weird. That works.
What world are we on?
Luke, okay. We're on Sargatanas.
Okay.
So, yep. Just server hop over to Sarg and go to the Dome and Enclave. And if this is a first time, clear for you, just hang out at the main Aetheryte. And if this is a re-clear for you, go to the place and do the thing. If this is a first time clear for you, make sure you loot your Cerberus dog whistle from your achievement window. It should be like the latest achievement you got, unless you like, I don't know, you got like the res achievement. I don't think I saw anyone get that. So. Oh, let me turn on names here. Alright, if this is a first time clear for you, you want to hang out at the main 8th, right? If this is a re-clear for you, go to the place and do the thing. Alright, it looks like Alu is going to be the standard bearer, so all the new folks are going to be following Alu in a second. Is anyone else on the way?
I'm on the way.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, just let us know. I know like some people are...
Server transfer took a while.
Oh, it did it? Okay. Yeah, we'll wait for you guys. Guys, celebrate you. Where is it? Where's what? We're meeting up at Sargatanis server Domin Enclave. So, if this is your first time coming, just go to that position. Here, I'll actually do this. There. And if this is a re-clear for you, go to this place. Go to the place and do the thing. Not that it's a big secret or anything, but no, we don't want the first timers to show up to their own graduation ceremony in the wrong area.
Man, pushing Zeus here is freaking the fuck out.
What's that?
There's a sprout here and he's tripping out, dude. He doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, that's how we get people. That's how we get people. That's how we have to advertise that we exist. Not like I'm not trying to like drive growth or anything, but there's legit like people still out there be like, I want a Cerberus and I don't know how to get it. Like we're right here. Come join us and we'll get you prog and hopefully a clear. Never guarantee it. Well, I don't guarantee a clear. I don't know of any host who guarantees a clear, but you know, we do good work, I think. If I'm allowed to toot our own horn here on occasion. Yeah, grats on your orderly runner secrets there. Nice. You trade those in for gear. Like I don't know, I don't remember the details off the top of my head, but that's that's a token that you trade in for Diable Law's Order, Augmented Law's Order. Yeah. All right. Is anyone else on the way? Are we still waiting for server transfers, or are the people who said they were on the way already here? Where are you going? You're going to Domin Enclave main 8th, right?
Not gonna
Alright.
lie, Hercules would be shitting his pants right now.
Hercules? Is that like a guild member or something?
Nah, he
Instead
fought
of Hercules.
Cerberus.
He fought Cerberus. In
Like
Oh,
you
really?
read
I
the mythology, yeah.
Huncules.
Nice.
It never occurred to me to do a ready check here. If you can believe that. I've never done a ready check after the raid. Okay. Is Authorin still on the way? Oh, we're on Sargatanis. Oops. Okay, yeah. Come on over. We'll wait for you. What's his Twitch handle? What? Oh. I was like, is someone else streaming? By the way, I should have said this earlier, but if you guys are streaming, feel free to share your stream link on Share Your Stuff, which I forgot to do. Actually, I'll just do that later. I can do that now. All right, let us know when you're here, Othrin. Is the server transfer that long?
It was.
Sometimes
pretty
if there's a
backed
lot
up.
of people transferring, it can take a while.
Oh. Oh, he got DC'd. Never mind. Alright, Othrin, you there? Actually, are you even in voice? Um, Okay, so you're still in voice. All right. I don't know. Maybe like they got like internet went down or something. I have no idea. All right, Author, just let us know when you're in place. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Not D. Make sure you don't DC transfer by accident, because that would suck. Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah, let us know when you're in place though, and then we'll get started here. And thank you for everyone else for being patient. Sometimes this happens. It's okay. All right, Author, are you here yet, or are we still waiting for you? You're here. Okay. All right. Luke is there. So for all of our first timers at the main 8th, right? Go ahead and mount up on your Cerberus. Okay. Look for Luke Linking Feather. He's gonna be leading you guys to the ceremony area. What you're going to do is turn on your RP walk. Turn on your RP walk and follow Luke to this position. You gotta go slow so the townspeople NPCs can see you. If you go fast, they're just gonna ignore you. I don't know. That's just a RP lore reason. I don't know. But yeah, RP walk up to the Northern Enclave, and we'll welcome you into the having cleared DRS fold. Yeah, if you don't know how to turn on RP walk, that's the division key on your numpad, or the Bravo key, the B key on your controller if you're a controller person. All right, and here they come. And those of us waiting in the receiving line, we're just gonna jump for them because we can't applaud or anything. Or it would be chaos if we applauded in voice chat. All right, congratulations. Oh, all you guys are nice. Okay. Congratulations to Vanidus Law, Saurus Revern, Zacharias EU, Sarah Dostia, Jadit Moonseeker, Maximus Tigris. I feel like I've seen you here before, but Koskivio, Othrin Stormborn, Freya Bard. Yo, congratulations to you too, Reika. And Lupercus Voidheart. Alright, congratulations, that's it. Let's bring it in, dogpile in the middle. Alright, congrats on clearing DR Savage for the first timers. Enjoy that new 4-person mount. We are running like additional raids here, so if you want to keep building on what you learned here, you want to get more proficient at executing a DRS run, then just keep showing up, okay? We've got a run coming out of being held out of here tonight by Atma at 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But take a look at upcoming runs PF listings. if you want to get in on that. If you're a one and done, then that's okay too. If you know anyone else who wants to prog and clear DR Savage, feel free to send them our way, okay? As you already know, we don't really like check for experience or anything like that. But other than that, that will be the end of Raid. Thank you guys for coming. Hopefully you got something out of it. And see you guys when I see you. Alright. I'm going to dip out of voice here. Once again, thanks for coming, and see you guys later. Thank you.